Viewers, those visuals coming in, the Prime Minister paying tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. The Prime Minister commemorating the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, expressing his homage and reverence, and those visuals coming in. And those visuals coming in as PM Modi is paying tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on Mahatma Gandhi's 76th death anniversary. PM Modi paying homage, acknowledging his sacrifices for the nation. Let's move ahead, viewers, to the other story we're tracking right now. Getting some breaking updates coming in right now. Massive recovery being made right now at him and Soren's home. Getting some big updates. Massive recovery. Now, Jharkhand CMO is silent on ED's assertions. The Jharkhand CMO has not responded at all to ED's claims regarding the substantial recovery. Now, what we can tell you, viewers, is that a big amount of recovery has been made at Jharkhand CM's Delhi residence. Remember already that the ED has been in the residence of the Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren, and they have found documents there. But what we can tell you, viewers, is definitely that there's more recovery than before. Much more recovery has been made. Let's go straight to our senior editor, Shravan, who's joining us to help us understand what is really happening. Shravan, just take our viewers through exactly what would this recovery be. Already documents have been recovered. Definitely the Hemant Soren is under massive facing heat from the ED, especially in the past few weeks now.
Well, in fact, Shivangi, first on Republic, we're getting in full details of the recoveries that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate, which basically includes 36 lakh rupees in cash. Apart from that, we are being told 2 BMW cars have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. And not just that, incriminating documents as claimed by top sources within the Enforcement Directorate has also been recovered from the residence of the Jharkhand Chief Minister. We are essentially talking about the Delhi residence of the Jharkhand Chief Minister, which was searched by the Enforcement Directorate on Monday morning. The searches began around 7 o'clock in the morning and then continued till late last night. In fact, we are given to understand the Enforcement Directorate was actually waiting to record the statement of the Jharkhand Chief Minister. But top sources now claiming that the Chief Minister has been untraceable, so much so, as far as the information the Enforcement Directorate in their possession, it is that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand was present at his Delhi residence till about Sunday late night. In fact, it turns out that he was in a hurry to leave from his residence, so much so that the cash that we are talking about, which has been recovered by the Enforcement Directorate, was left behind by the Chief Minister as he left from his Delhi residence. Now, this is a claim that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate with regards to the fact that they have not been able to trace the Jharkhand Chief Minister. We haven't got any official word coming in from the Jharkhand Chief Minister's office with regards to the claims that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate. The reason why it becomes important, the Enforcement Directorate, to basically record the statement of the Chief Minister, because as per the PMLA Act, it is important that they record the statement when the searches are being carried out. And remember, the fact of the matter is that the Enforcement Directorate is well within its rights to carry out these searches if at all there is any fresh evidence that have been gathered. What we are also picking up from the Enforcement Directorate is the fact that the Jharkhand Chief Minister is not only under the scanner of the illegal mining scam, but he is also under the scanner in multiple land scams. So much so, the Enforcement Directorate had also written to the state government under Section 66C, sharing information about a land scam. Thereafter, the Jharkhand police had also recorded an FIR, but remember, in all these cases that have been registered so far, Jharkhand Chief Minister has not been named as an accused. Having said that, the Enforcement Directorate still maintains that they have come across fresh evidence, which is the reason why they have sent out multiple summons to the Jharkhand Chief Minister. It also remains to be seen whether at all the Jharkhand Chief Minister will appear before the Enforcement Directorate's Ranchi unit on the 31st, as it was claimed by the Chief Minister's office.
Right, Shravan Sen getting us all top details coming in. And Shravan, also, as we are getting our viewers top updates and we see that Hemant Soren is under this massive scanner, facing a lot of heat right now. But the question mark is, and what the ED is saying is as well, that where is he? Where is Hemant Soren? Nobody knows where he is right now, Shravan. He's untraceable. Is that right?
Well, let me reinforce the fact that this is a claim that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate. Having said that, there is no word coming in from the Jharkhand Chief Minister's office. The reason why this is gained so much of prominence, it's only because of the fact that the Chief Minister was present at the residence here in the national capital late Sunday evening. And when the Enforcement Directorate carried out the searches on Monday morning at 10 o'clock, that's when the Chief Minister, by that time, he had already left. Whether at all the Chief Minister was actually aware of the fact that there could be some searches that could have been carried out or not, that is something that we do not know at this point in time. And neither has the Enforcement Directorate indicated that there could have been some sort of a leak with regards to the fact that searches were about to be carried out. But having said that, the Chief Minister was present at his national capital residence, the same very residence where the Enforcement Directorate had carried out searches. So much so that a team of the Enforcement Directorate was camping at his residence, hoping that the Chief Minister would return to his national capital residence, and thereafter a statement could have been recorded, which would have been as per the provisions in the PMLA Act. But having said that, till about late last evening, we are given to understand that the Enforcement Directorate's team was camping there with no luck of recording the statement of the Chief Minister. Having said that, the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, the party to which the Chief Minister belongs, hasn't really indicated anything officially as to where exactly is the Chief Minister. The Bharatiya Janata Party, the opposition party in the state of Jharkhand, has already demanded that the governor should actually find out about the whereabouts of the Chief Minister and whether at all he is doing well These are claims that are now being made even by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Shravan, hold on. Getting some more breaking news coming in. Shravan, Section 144 of the CRPC has been imposed within 100 meters radius of Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren's residence, Raj Bhavan and ED office in Ranchi. And I want to go back to Shravan Sen, our senior editor, who's joining us right now. Once again, Shravan, after massive recovery from Soren's house, Section 144 has been imposed. Shravan, if you could take our viewers through what exactly is happening. This is 100-meter radius of Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren's residence, Raj Bhavan and the ED office. All right, we'll go back to Shravan in just a moment. Viewers, so we are seeing back-to-back developments coming in as Hemant Soren is facing massive heat. Let's go ahead and play out some reactions coming in as the ED has gone ahead and asked him to appear, but there has been no response as of now. Jharkhand CMO silent on ED's assertions.
What an Adbhut alliance this is. The alliance of indie partners is full of corruption and confusion. And their nara and their slogan is, Bhashtachar is my Shishtachar. Bhashtachar is my Jansid Adhikar. If anybody catches me, I will do Atyachar and I will play victimhood card. One CM of a state is missing. After 9 or 10 summons, he is nowhere to be found. This is Jharkhand CM. Then one CM from Delhi, when he is called for summons, he questions the summons at the agencies itself. Then there is one leader in TMC, Shah Jahan Sheikh. When he is investigated, they attack the central agencies itself. This is TMC for you. Rahul and Sonia are on bail. Laluji has been convicted. Pawan Mudi from DMK has been convicted. Such people, no mission, no vision. Only commission and corruption. This is the glue of India Alliance.
देश के इतिहास में पहली घटना है कि एक मुख्यमंत्री झारखंड का फरार है, लापता है और इसलिए लापता है, फरार है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार को शिष्टाचार बनाने का काम किया था। अपने परिवार और अपने लिए अकूत संपत्ति जमा करने की नीयत और नीति उनकी बनी हुई थी और जब जांच एजेंसियां उन पर जांच करने के लिए उनको लगातार बुलाने का काम कर रही है तो भागते चल रहे हैं और भागते चले जा रहे हैं।
All right, viewers, getting some more breaking updates coming in. RJD leader Tejashwi Yadav has reached the ED office, and those are visuals coming in. First and exclusive visuals on Republic TV in connection with the money laundering case. This is in connection with the money laundering case. We're getting these breaking updates coming in right now. These are visuals coming in on your screen. RJD leader and former Bihar Deputy CM Tejashwi Yadav will be appearing before the money laundering case, and those visuals coming in, viewers, where Tejashwi is outside the ED office, and those visuals on your screen of Tejashwi Yadav arriving at the ED office, viewers. So big update coming on to Public TV, viewers, and remember that the fresh summons was sent to Tejashwi Yadav, and he has been asked to appear before the ED, and now he has just arrived. Remember that it's just a day after the ED questioned RJD chief Lalu Prasad in connection with the money laundering probe related to the alleged land for jobs scam, and Tejashwi Yadav is set to appear before the agency. In fact, we're getting these details coming in right now. Now, accompanied by his daughter, Misa Bharati, Lalu Prasad, remember, yesterday had faced over 9 hours of questioning at the ED office in Patna. And what we see right now is that Tejashwi Yadav has also arrived in this matter, viewers. Top update coming on Republic TV, viewers. And as we keep getting more updates, let's tell you exactly what is happening. Now, we can expect that Tejashwi Yadav will also perhaps get a similar line of questioning into the money laundering case probe. Just like yesterday we saw that there was over 10 hours of questioning for Lalu Yadav. Now we can expect that a similar line of questioning could be posed to Tejashwi. So those visuals coming in, it's a big lead coming in the money laundering case, and those visuals on your screen. And now remember that even yesterday, we had a reaction coming in from Misa Bharati, who claimed that the centre was targeting opposition leaders through ED and CBI as the Lok Sabha polls are approaching. So we're getting these huge updates coming in right now. Remember that it's not been too many days since we saw that Nitish Kumar had jumped ship and forming a new government with the BJP. And now we are seeing that there are more reactions coming in and more developments coming in from Bihar, where there has been a big lead in money laundering case. Just a day after the ED questioned RJD chief Lalu Prasad in connection with a money laundering probe related to the alleged land for job scam, Tejashwi Yadav is set to appear before the agency, and he has in fact just reached. Let's go to Prakash, our editor special projects, who's joining us. Prakash, first and exclusive visuals coming on Republic on the money laundering case, and Tejashwi Yadav just arriving now. What kind of questioning is he up for, Prakash?
Well, this case pertains to the land for job scam, and Tejashwi Yadav says that he was a minor when the land for job scam took place. But the matter is that after 2009, the proceeds of the crime were illegally and abnormally transferred into two companies, AB Exports and AK Info System, which was run by Amit Katyal. And Amit Katyal was arrested by the CBI and he was interrogated. He is also facing the agency's heat. And thereafter, Tejashwi became one of the prominent shareholders, and a normal transfer of shareholding were done. So once you become a director of the company, then you are enjoying the proceeds of the crime. So that case pertains to money laundering, and Tejashwi is facing that particular charge because at that time he had attained the age of 24. So ED had filed a charge sheet against him, and so did the CBI and the income tax authorities. Now, ED would be questioning him on 16 different patterns. 60 questions would be asked pertaining to the illegal transfer of the proceeds of the crime, that is the Benami properties, the lands that were given, and the lands were named after Tejashwi Yadav, were transferred in the name of Tejashwi Yadav as well, in which one of the biggest mall of Patna was being constructed. So all this pertains to the illegal proceeds of the crime. So Tejashwi would be questioned. I'm sure that would be a long, grilling hour of questioning that would take place, because yesterday Lalu Yadav was questioned for 10 hours. And Tejashwi will also face the same heat with 60 questions, and will take around 8 to 10 hours of questioning for sure. Back to you. 8 to 10 hours of questioning for sure.
All right, thank you, Prakash, for getting us all the details coming in. Editor Special Projects joining us right now. Big lead coming in money laundering case. In this case where we are seeing that Tejashwi Yadav has reached. Let's go ahead, viewers, to the other breaking update we're getting for you right now, because more breaking updates are coming in. More breaking updates are coming in right now. Let's move ahead to the other breaking update. Kerala BJP leader murder probe. 8 convicts get capital punishment. 7 get life imprisonment as well. A big update coming on Republic TV, viewers, on what really is happening. 8 convicts get capital punishment. 7 get life imprisonment. This is Kerala BJP leader murder probe. Remember that a short while back, Kerala court had concluded hearing arguments on the sentence to be given to the 15 men who were held guilty of killing a BJP OBC wing leader in the coastal district of Alapura. Now, after what we can tell you, viewers, is that today the quantum of punishment was supposed to be announced, and the quantum of punishment is out. The quantum of punishment is out in the BJP leader murder probe. And what we can tell you is that 8 of those convicts are getting capital punishment, while 7 are getting life imprisonment in this case, viewers. So, top update coming on Republic TV, and as we keep getting you more updates, let's tell you exactly what is happening. Now, the background of the story is that Ranjit Sreenivasan, the BJP OBC Morcha State Secretary, was brutally attacked and killed in his home on December 19, 2021. And this, in fact, after this, when the probe has begun, we saw that the arguments on the sentence to be given to the 15 men, that was something we were expecting today. Now that the quantum of punishment is out, and as you can see on your screen, that the quantum of punishment for the Kerala BJP murder case is out. 8 of the convicts are getting capital punishment, and 7 of them are getting life imprisonment. So those are the visuals also coming in right now, viewers. And as we keep getting more updates, let's tell you exactly what has been happening. Now, this case has been in the court for the longest time now, and the court on Jan 20th, remember, has found out that the 15 people accused in the case, 1 to 8 were directly involved in the case. So the court had said that out of the 15 people who were accused, 1 to 8 were directly involved in that case. Let's go straight across to Ashwin, my colleague who's joining us. Ashwin, so the quantum of punishment is out. Ashwin, take us through exactly what it says.
Well, we are getting the initial reports that of the 15 convicts, the PFI SDPI activists, the first 8 accused have been given capital punishment, the highest ever punishment, and the court has approved the prosecution's argument that this is the rarest of the rarest case. I said, indeed, it's the rarest of the rarest case. It is something that Republic has covered since the murder. I mean, we had been deep investigating this case, and we have been following this case thoroughly. Even the entire trial proceedings, I've been personally looking into each and every day what is happening in the trial. So the entire case revolves around the murder of Ranjit Sreenivasan, who was an advocate by profession, who was killed mercilessly at around 6:30 a.m. inside his drawing room in front of his mother and his child, as well as his wife as well. So now after almost 2 years, this conviction has happened. What we can say right now is that the first 8 accused, who are SDPI PFI activists, they have been handed over capital punishment. Now the trial also it was not a very smooth trial. To tell you the timeline of the trial, when the trial began itself in Alapura, the defendants had in fact argued that they should change from this trial court to Mavelikara, which was allowed. And after which, even when the trial was shifted to Mavelikara, there was again a plea that went to the High Court stating that this trial must be stopped. And for a brief while, about for 15 days, the High Court gave that allowance, and after that the High Court disallowed it, and then the trial began on April 17, 2022. After which the trial proceedings, about 156 witnesses were tried in this case, and the documents which have been recorded is around 6,000 pages by this court. Now 156 witnesses were argued. Now what comes out essentially from this entire investigation and the documents submitted in the trial court was that the special prosecutor, they had found that there was indeed a conspiracy. On December 18th itself, all the accused had conspired and they were in fact tried to murder Ranjit Sreenivasan at around 1 a.m. and on December 18th. On December 19th at around 1 a.m. but that didn't succeed. There were enough witnesses to see that there was a big conspiracy behind this. Initially, the list was around 30 SDPI PFI activists. Later, when this conviction came, it was brought into 15 people were convicted. All of them are SDPI PFI activists. Now, what also is important is the fact is that the conspiracy angle. In fact, if you look into the nitty-gritty of this case, we can see that there are people who had done this conspiracy. They had hatched the plan. There was a hit list. In fact, accused number 3, who Anup, by his name Anup, that was a very crucial part of this entire investigation done by DYSP Jairaj, where they found that Anup's phone had a hit list of all the RSS members and the BJP members who were there in the locality of Alleppey. Their photograph, their details, everything was there in this hit list. And this hit list was the biggest news for some time. If you remember back in 2021, 2022, this was accessed by the police, which revealed that indeed the PFI was creating a hit list of people whom they should target in a concerted way. So all this had become very crucial. There were witnesses right from auto rickshaw drivers, the CCTV visuals, and then people identifying these people. In fact, Ranjit's assistant, who was there in his office at around 10 o'clock, there was in fact all these convicts, many of these accused had in fact come in to check whether he is there. Even many people had identified. So all this had finally come to a grand conviction. What we can say, 8 people have been given capital punishment and 7 have been given life imprisonment. More details will follow later. Back to you.
Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Viewers, top headlines are tracking right now. ED seizes some documents in a BMW car belonging to Jharkhand CM Soren, claiming that it was bought using illegal funds. TMC hits out at the Congress, says party was mum on seat sharing since the month of June. Ahead of the budget session, Centre calls all-party meet at 11:30 a.m. at Parliament Library Building. Congress President Kharge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. Lalu Yadav questioned by Enforcement Directorate for nearly 10 hours in land for job scam. Big conviction over order in the Kerala BJP leader probe. 15 convicts given capital punishment. All right, viewers, getting some big breaking coming in right now, viewers. Let's go ahead. Big conviction coming in the Kerala BJP leader. Pro 15 convicts given capital punishment. That is right. Let's go to Ashwin. Ashwin, there seems to be a change there. All 15 convicts are given capital punishment. Is that right, Ashwin?
Yes, absolutely. Now it has been confirmed that all the 15 convicts of the PFI, SDPI have been handed a capital punishment, probably one of the biggest convictions that has happened in the recent past. One can remember the special prosecutor is right now walking out along with the family members. These are very, very emotional moments for the family itself. And the family members are also here. Ranjit Sreenivasan's wife, his mother, as well as his students are all here. They have heard the quantum of punishment that has been given. Certainly, they still hold the pain. Definitely, the pain in their eyes is still there, because nobody can replace the loss what they have incurred. But definitely, as far as justice is concerned, 15 SDPI, PFI activists have been handed over capital punishment. One of the biggest convictions that has happened in Kerala. There is never in the history of Kerala has been 15 people. Ranjit was murdered at around 6:30 a.m. right in front of the family in a brutal manner. 46 cuts, and his face was completely mangled. There was not even recognition in the first cut itself. His eyes had popped out, his complete face had mangled. Yet they went on beating so much so that the department, the doctors could not even stitch together the face. That's how bad this entire murder was. Now you could see the family is also going to respond in a short while from now. But what's important is that 15 SDPI PFI activists have been convicted to life, have been convicted with capital punishment. This is something justice has been delivered. The family members are definitely right now going to speak to the media in a short while from now. They're here. Let's also get in what they're trying to say. I'll translate also what they're going to say in a short while from now. But these are the family members who are speaking right now, and they are here. They are here speaking on the conviction.
Right, it's a big conviction order by the Kerala court. And if you could take us through, Ashwin, to the background of this case, because we know that the Additional District Sessions Court had found the first 8 accused who took part in the murder guilty under Section 302 punishment for murder. And the court was supposed to announce a quantum of sentencing. It is in right now, but take us through exactly what this case is all about, because this is a case. The crime had taken place December 19th, 2021.
Was murdered at his house at around 6:30 a.m. and in front of his wife as well as his daughter and his mother. Now, this murder was done by the PFI SDPI activists, and there was a series of murder that had taken place. There was a murder of Nandu Krishna of RSS, followed by which there was a murder of Shan, who was the secretary of SDPI. Now, what many people believe is that this is a repercussion of that murder. This is a revenge murder that has taken. But despite the fact, Ranjit Sreenivasan, that don't get profession, he was murdered mercilessly. 46 cuts were rendered body using pickaxes, using blades, and using swords. About 12 men barged into the house. 4 men kept guard. 8 men went into the act. In the first blow itself, Ranjit had lost his life. Yet they kept cutting his body inside his house in front of his family, threatening his mother, threatening his minor daughter, threatening his wife. And then they went on doing this so much that his mangled remains of his body was right there. And people surrounding, they were not allowed to even come in. And then these convicts had come in six bikes over here. 12 of them had come in 6 bikes. And after which they left the place. And even after that, the body was in such a pathetic state that the neighbors or anybody could not even take him in any manner whatsoever. The police had to come. And this happened right 100 meters away from a DYSP office. Remember, this was just 100 meters away, and this murder happened. There was a curfew in place. There was an alarm that was set, and the murder took place during the time when the police was shifting duty. That time also was very, very, very sharp. These murderers had done that act when they knew that the police was shifting the duty, and during that time, they had done this act. And followed by which, if you look at the timeline of the entire case that happened, it is also since the murder, M. Jairaj, who was a DYSP, had taken charge of the entire case, and then the trial began after much tribulation, because there was even the trials was not very this thing. Let me just speak to the would you like to speak in English? In English. Yes, please speak in English. About your response.
We're very happy about what court has, the punishment what has given. In fact, we were not sure about what will be the outcome, but we are very, very happy that they have considered this as one of the rarest case. And I think the history of law, this is the first time everybody who is a part of this conspiracy and the act has been given equal punishment and death penalty. So we are very, very happy. This make sure that whatever we believe in the law system has been proved right.
That is a family member speaking. There's a brother of Ranjit Sreenivasan speaking. In fact, he was also there in the house when this ghastly incident happened, and the family has gone through such tribulations because since December 19, 2021, it was never an easy ride. The defendants had put their best force forward to ensure that the trial didn't go on smooth as well. In fact, the first trial was supposed to happen in Alleppey, that was again shifted to Mavelikara. Then there was an appeal in the High Court stating that the trial proceedings must be stopped. In fact, the High Court did give a 15 days off to ensure that the trial does not begin. And then after much problems, on April 17th, VG Sridevi's court started the trial of this proceeding. 156 witnesses were questioned. About 6,000 pages of documents were handed over by the court. Also, the investigation became crucial because one of the crucial aspects of the investigation was the hit list. The hit list, in fact, accused number 3, Anup, where during the police investigation, they found out his phone, which was hidden at his wife's home, and when they took details of it, they found out that there were photographs as well as the details of RSS BJP affiliates in his phone. So that became the biggest news because nationally it was important, because then the modus operandi of PFI, SDPI came into picture, where they were creating hit lists of people whom they are supposed to target, and that was one of the reasons. Pioneering a reason why PFI was in fact banned, the way these terrorist apologists operate, that the way they conspired, all this came into picture. Not only that, they knew which is the time when the police was shifting their duty. While the time where the police, once there was shifting of duty, they did this gruesome act 100 meters away from the DYSP office. Though the police did a spectacular job in getting all these evidences, whether it is CCTV cameras, whether it is getting the locations of the towers of the mobile, all these became very crucial. In fact, some of the witnesses in this case, the auto rickshaw driver who could identify these people, the porter in the railway station who identified that accused number 12, accused number 3 accused had in fact conspired to attack and kill Ranjit in the railway station premises. And then apart from that, the assistant of Ranjit, Sreenivasan, who found out that 2 of the accused in this case had come to do a recce of his office to find out where Ranjit Sreenivasan is. All of them had identified. So there were several witnesses who had come into picture. The forensics department also gave very, very crucial information. The brutality of this murder, using pickaxes, using whatever they could get hold of, and 46 cuts on his body. All this had shown had helped the prosecution to say that this was the rarest of the rarest case. The murder was rarest of the rarest, and was inhumane. And this was one of the reasons the police also, in fact, the IB also got astounding details about how this modus operandi of this PFI and the SDPI were going on, how they could identify people locally, and how they would catch people whom they can target. They would also sketch in who are the people who are going to come in and help them. All these were found. These were crucial information which the Kerala police had found information. So certainly this is a big victory. In fact, 15 people getting capital punishment is something that is unheard of in the history of Kerala. It is definitely a case that is going to bring to light more such ghastly details. The terror act that was committed against Ranjit and his family. In fact, even after cutting Ranjit, his family members were threatened by these men. There were 4 people who were standing guard outside so that nobody can come in and save him. And altogether, six bikes were used. 12 men came in. 3 people who had done the conspiracy, and all of them have now been given capital punishment. So this is definitely a big. One can say that nothing can be bigger for the family, because your family was right there. You can still see them. I mean, there is it is very difficult for a reporter to even keep a mic on and ask them for their opinion, because they don't have anything much to say. It's not a happy time for them, but still they are relieved that Ranjit Sreenivasan has got justice, because the highest punishment has been given by the trial court. And of course, what I saw when these convicts, there was no sense of remorse in any of them. They were in fact smiling. They were showing the victory sign, and they were going out of the court. So tense moments does prevail in Mavelikara. In fact, the police has raised alarm, and Mavelikara there has been a security that has been put into picture. And on one side there are BJP affiliates, on the other side to support the family members of these convicts are also there. There are people from both sides who are there in the court premises also. And in a short while from now, the special prosecutor will also speak to us, and he will also give us what were the timeline. Now, what is also important to note is that the witnesses how the witnesses played a crucial role, how the police investigation found key evidences which helped in giving this conviction. This kind of a conviction rate is never heard of in the recent times. So certainly big win for the prosecution as well. Pratap Padikal, who is the special prosecutor in this case, has been given the opportunity to fight this case, and he has delivered justice to the family members of Ranjit Sreenivasan. In a short while from now, he will be speaking to us. But what is important, what is very, very important to note is that 15 of the PFI SDPI activists have been handed capital punishment, the highest ever punishment. I do not remember in my recent history where 15 people have been given death penalty. It is not heard of. I do not remember in my career as a reporter that 15 people have been given, but this is something that has come to light now. It is a historic justice for Ranjit Sreenivasan, a man who is known to be soft.
All right, let's move on to the other breaking update we're getting for you right now, viewers. We're getting some more breaking updates coming in. Massive recovery made from Soren's residence. Republic accesses exclusive pictures of the cash haul. That is right. Very soon you will see the exclusive pictures of the cash haul. They have been accessed by Republic TV. Remember, 2 BMWs have been seized during the ED raid at Soren's house. And ED heat is getting bigger and bigger on the Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren. So those visuals coming in of the cash stash. Remember, the 2 BMWs have also been seized. Documents have also been recovered. Those visuals coming in of the cash haul coming in from Soren's residence, viewers. A short while back, we also saw that Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren has written a letter to the ED a short while back. And now what we see is those exclusive images coming in of the cash haul. Remember that on Jan 29th, that is yesterday, the ED team had visited Soren's Delhi residence to question him in connection with the money laundering investigation. And the ED team was there for many, many hours searching the premises of the Jharkhand CM. And what we see right now is that is a big cash haul. That is a big cash haul which has been recovered. Massive recoveries have been made, viewers, from Soren's house. Those visuals on your screen, viewers, coming in. Now, remember that the ED had earlier questioned the Jharkhand CM at his official residence, but in Ranchi. Okay, let's go ahead to Shravan. Shravan, you know, those visuals for all our viewers to see. Now, the ED team had, in fact, been in CM Hemant Soren's residence yesterday as well. And now what we see is a huge recovery. The visual of that on Republic. First exclusive visuals of the cash haul. Shravan, over to you.
Well, in fact, Republic TV is the first network to have accessed 2 images of the recovery that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate from the residence of the Chief Minister's in the national capital. Remember, we are given to understand that 36 lakh rupees in total have been recovered by the Enforcement Directorate. A claim that has now been made by the Enforcement Directorate is that the Chief Minister was present at his residence from where this cash was actually recovered on Sunday late evening. In fact, it turns out that the Chief Minister thereafter left from his Delhi residence, and thereafter he has been completely untraceable. Now, this is a claim that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate. The Chief Minister's office hasn't put out any official word with regards to his current status, his whereabouts. In fact, the governor too has basically responded to some of the claims that have been made in the media with regards to the fact that the Chief Minister allegedly has gone missing, as claimed by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, this is only becoming murkier given the fact that the Enforcement Directorate maintains that their searches are still on. They are still looking for the Chief Minister because they believe that it is imperative that they essentially record his statement as soon as possible. Now, there are 2 BMWs that have also been recovered from the Chief Minister's residence. One, we are given to understand, is a privately owned BMW which has been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. This was late last night when the car was taken out from his residence. In fact, we are also picking up that the BMW is privately owned, which has been seized, and the one is in the name of the government of Jharkhand. That they've also recovered certain incriminating documents pertaining to the case, which is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate. As we've also been pointing out in our broadcast, that the Chief Minister is currently under the scanner not just in the illegal mining scam, but we are also being told that there are multiple other scams in which the Chief Minister is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate, notably the land scam which is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate. Just a quick reference for all our viewers who are tuning in right now as to why exactly the Jharkhand Chief Minister is under the scanner. Multiple charge sheets have been filed in which Jharkhand Chief Minister's name has surfaced. We are given to understand that in the illegal mining scam, they are largely looking at how rampant mining was being carried out in the Sahibganj area. And those who have been named in the charge sheet includes alleged closed aid of the Jharkhand Chief Minister Pankaj Mishra. Apart from that, there are several others who have also been named. And the allegation essentially has been leveled that a cartel was operating, and this cartel was generating in the proceeds of crime, which was again being illegally diverted. Remember, in this particular case too, there are over 125 FIRs that have been registered by the local police. But apart from the illegal mining scam, the land scam in which the Chief Minister is also being probed.
All right, thank you, Shema, for getting us those visuals and those, in fact, exclusive pictures on our screen of the cash roll has been accessed right there by Republic TV. First and exclusive. And Sreenivasan getting us top updates coming in as the ED heat on Hemant Soren gets bigger and bigger. 2 BMW seized in ED raid at Soren's house. Taking a very short break, we are getting our viewers all the details coming in on India's #1 news channel, Republic TV. Coming up on the other side, big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe 15 convicts given capital punishment. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa. Viewers, top of this tracking right now. The Indian naval warship INS Sumitra has rescued a hijacked fishing vessel with armed pirates around 800 miles off the coast of Kochi. The Marine Commandos of the Indian Navy took part in the operation to rescue the crew of the boat safely. But ahead of the Chandigarh mayoral poll, security has been tightened outside Chandigarh Municipal Corporation office as voting is set to begin shortly. Viewers, most Also coming up, big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe 15 convicts given capital punishment. Stay tuned. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. Prime Minister Modi congratulated the re-election of the Comoros president. The Prime Minister Modi affirmed that the two countries will continue to work to strengthen the partnership and Vision Sagar. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held meetings with Israeli counterpart on the ongoing situation in West Asia. The two leaders talked about India's views and assessments in that regard. Much more coming up. Viewers, Lalu Yadav questioned by the ED for nearly 10 hours in land for job scam. Stay tuned.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
It's 12 p.m. viewers, and here are the headlines. Republic accesses exclusive images of the cash stash from Soren's residence. 2 BMWs and government documents also recovered. ED claims Jharkhand Chief Minister untraceable. No word yet from the Jharkhand CM. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. TMC hits out at the Congress, says party was mum on seat sharing since June. Ahead of the budget session, Centre calls on all-party meet today at the Parliament Library building. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. Thank you for staying with Republic TV viewers. I'm Priyanka Sharma, and we are keeping you ahead on live and breaking as far as the Chief Minister Soren is concerned and the ED investigation thereafter. In fact, Republic has accessed exclusive images of the cash stash and the recoveries that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate from the Chief Minister's residences. In fact, we're putting out those images on your screens right now. These are exclusive images that we have accessed. These are essentially images that reveal substantial cash haul from Soren's residence, and 2 BMWs had also been confiscated during the ED's raid on Soren's house. Now, intensifying pressure from the ED is evident on the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren amidst the developments, and we have seen how the Enforcement Directorate had been also trying to locate the Chief Minister as well, but as of now he is not reachable as of now, and we are looking at the Enforcement Directorate's investigation into this entire matter and how raids had also been conducted. And now in the latest, of course, these are exclusive images that we are putting out on your screens of the cash haul from Soren's residence and the kind of seizures that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate that also include A, of course, the cash haul, and of course B, the 2 BMW cars that had also been confiscated during the Enforcement Directorate's raid on Soren's house. And we are also tracking for you the latest as far as investigation into this entire matter is concerned, where the intensifying pressure from the Enforcement Directorate is evident on the Jharkhand Chief Minister. No word from the Chief Minister's office as of now as to where Hemant Soren really is. And viewers, we had been looking at this entire matter unravel for the last 24 hours since the officials of the Enforcement Directorate had stated that Hemant Soren is quote-unquote missing. And in fact, we had also seen that there was no word coming in from the Chief Minister's office as well. There were dramatic developments as far as Delhi and Jharkhand is also concerned, where the Enforcement Directorate had been also looking to question the Chief Minister Hemant Soren in the money laundering case, purview of which these seizures of cash and BMW cars is also being made. But the Chief Minister had also not been reachable. Earlier as well, he had been sent several summons, viewers, in this entire matter, in this money laundering matter that the Enforcement Directorate is investigating. But as of now, the ED sources, in fact, have also stated that there is no information available with them as far as Hemant Soren's whereabouts are concerned. They are, of course, going to be tracking him down as well. But in the meantime, these are the seizures that are being made by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, let me bring in my colleague Piyush from the National Capital, who's tracking these developments. Piyush, tell us more about these cash hauls that are being made by the Enforcement Directorate and, of course, the exclusive images that we're putting out on our screens for our viewers to get a sense of how essentially the raids had been conducted by the Enforcement Directorate. Walk us through the entire details of the matter of this money laundering case, and also any word on any update on Chief Minister Hemant Soren's whereabouts as well.
The two very important developments you have mentioned about Priyanka, and let me first tell you about the raids that were conducted by Enforcement Directorate yesterday at the residence of Hemant Soren over here in Delhi, the images of which are being given to you by my video journalist. Now, in these raids that lasted for more than 15 hours, we saw that how the Enforcement Directorate officials seized a BMW car that reportedly was a Benami auction in Benami property. It was given to Hemant Soren reportedly by a real estate firm, Shell real estate firm, and that is why it was seized. And now it has also been told to us by the sources in ED that in the raids that were conducted by the Enforcement Directorate at the residence of Hemant Soren, they have also been able to recover 36 lakh rupees. So all these vital evidences, all these Benami auctions and properties, the Enforcement Directorate have been able to seize. This they would like to corroborate as a form of evidence which they would like to definitely confront with Hemant Soren whenever they get to question Hemant Soren next. Now, will they get the chance to talk to Hemant Soren? This is $1 million question. It has been now assured to them by the Chief Minister's office that probably tomorrow, that is on 31st of January, Hemant Soren might present himself for the questioning in front of Enforcement Directorate officials. However, with the way all these summons have been missed by Hemant Soren in the past, it is still not clear that will Hemant Soren be able to go and present himself for the questioning in front of Enforcement Directorate or not. Yesterday, it was a very unprecedented event. Yesterday, a lot of dramatic events did occur where we saw that in the 15 hours probe, in the 15 hours raid that was conducted by Enforcement Directorate officials, we witnessed that Hemant Soren, the person who has been elected at a high constitutional post, the person who is the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, was completely untraceable. Now also, we really do not know where he is. It is believed, it has been told to us that perhaps he might go to Jharkhand. He may today be in Jharkhand, where he is expected to be a part of a very high-level MNA's meet. But will he be there at 2 p.m. where it is expected that he will be there? We really do not know. So three important developments is that the ED in its new set of raids have been able to seize a Benami car. It has been able to recover rupees 36 lakhs. All this is going to be corroborated and presented with Hemant Soren, and also Hemant Soren is still untraceable. Back to the studio.
पीयूष
नहीं है, जबकि माननीय मोदी जी ने इन एजेंसीज का सामना नहीं किया। हम संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हुए हैं, एजेंसी का सामना करना हमारा कर्तव्य है और नेता के तौर पर हम ये दिखाते हैं जनता को कि हम जो है सहयोग कर रहे हैं, जांच में सहयोग कर रहे हैं। पिछले 48 घंटे से गायब हो जाना, जो BMW दिखाई दे रही है, जो मेरी जानकारी है विनोद सिंह जिनके यहाँ की इनकम टैक्स का रेट पड़ा था और जिनके यहाँ की मुख्यमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री जी के परिवार के कई एक अकाउंट जब्त हुए थे कि उन्होंने पैसे का लेन देन किया, हेर फेर किया, अरबों रुपये का लेन देन किया। वही विनोद सिंह के नाम से शायद वो गाड़ी रजिस्टर्ड है। एक प्राइवेट गाड़ी में एक मुख्यमंत्री घूमेगा, ये अब हो गया सवाल। दूसरा भाग रहा है, तीसरा जो है एजेंसी का सामना नहीं कर रहा है। मुझे ये लगता है कि उनके पिताजी 21 दिन जिस तरह से बाहर रहे थे केंद्रीय मंत्री के तौर पर, वो भगोड़े थे, उसी तरह से माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी जो है भगोड़े हैं। और झारखंड का एक वोटर होने के नाते, झारखंड का सांसद होने के नाते, झारखंड का एक नागरिक होने के नाते कम से कम मेरा तो सर जो है वो शर्म से झुका जा रहा है कि जो भी मान सम्मान इज्जत झारखंड की थी, क्योंकि झारखंड का जो मुख्यमंत्री है वो हमारा फेस है, वो यदि इस तरह से भगोड़ा होगा तो हम जनता कैसे अपने आप को सुरक्षित कर पाएंगे, एक बड़ा सवाल है हमारे।
लेकिन सर वो जिस तरीके से सवाल उठा रहे हैं, पत्र लिखकर बाकायदा कह रहे हैं कि रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मैं हूँ, बजट सेशन होने वाला है, जानबूझकर इस तरीके से पॉलिटिकल मोटिवेटेड पूरा ये है, इस तरीके के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, ये बिल्कुल भी उचित नहीं है, कानून का दुरुपयोग किया जा रहा है। बहुत सारे सवाल पत्र के माध्यम से जो उठाए गए हैं, उस पर क्या कहेंगे आप?
मुख्यमंत्री को पत्र देना है कि मुख्यमंत्री को फेस करना है। उनको यदि यही बातें करनी है तो प्रेस के सामने आकर कहेंगे कि नहीं, वो चिट्ठी लिखेंगे। इसका मतलब ये कि चोर के दाढ़ी में तिनका है ना। आप कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को दोषी मानते हो, गिल्टी मानते हो। आपको जो कहना है मीडिया के सामने आइए। ये तो पूरी डेमोक्रेटिक व्यवस्था है ना, पूरी शांति की व्यवस्था। आपने पहले जो है जांच रोकने के लिए हाईकोर्ट गए, हाईकोर्ट ने कहा कि जांच का सामना करिए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट गए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि जांच का सामना करिए। आप जांच का सामना नहीं करोगे और आप कहोगे डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट। डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट का मतलब क्या आता है कि आप गिट्टी चोरी करो, बालू चोरी करो, माफिया को करो, ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग करो, आप केवल दलाली करते रहो। ये डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट का फंक्शन है। आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का कार्यक्रम जो संभावित दौरा है, 4 तारीख को धनबाद में जो है दौरा है, 3 तारीख को शायद हो सकता है कि रांची में प्रधानमंत्री जी रांची में स्टे करें। आप माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के भी सिक्योरिटी को जो है एक क्वेश्चन मार्क के दायरे में लाए हुए हो। पूरा का पूरा प्रशासन, झारखंड का प्रशासन रांची में मुख्यमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री आवास के इर्द गिर्द है। चीफ सेक्रेटरी मीटिंग करने नहीं जा रहे हैं धनबाद, डीजीपी मुख्यमंत्री मीटिंग करने नहीं जा रहे हैं। आज ही मैं आपको बताऊं, मेरे पास पत्र है, आज मेरे प्रिविलेज पर झारखंड के मुख्य सचिव को, झारखंड के डीजीपी को, झारखंड के होम सेक्रेटरी को पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी ने बुलाया था। पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी में वो नहीं आ रहे हैं और रीजन ये दे रहे हैं कि ईडी की जो जांच चल रही है, क्या आप पूरे ब्यूरोक्रेसी को जो है झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा का कार्यकर्ता बना ली हो? उसको प्रधानमंत्री की चिंता नहीं है, उसको संसद की चिंता नहीं है। कल ही उन्होंने चिट्ठी भेजा है मुख्य सचिव ने कि हम नहीं आ पाएंगे। तो मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि ये जो सिचुएशन है, माननीय गवर्नर साहब से मेरा रिक्वेस्ट होगा कि उनको आर्टिकल 355 में जो है संविधान की जो धारा 355 है उसमें रिपोर्ट भेजनी चाहिए। और ये सही समय है क्योंकि उनके भाई भी मुझसे बात कर चुके हैं, कल उनकी भाभी भी मेरे से बात कर रही हैं। वो सभी दुखी हैं कि ये पार्टी जो है शिबू सोरेन जी ने बनाई है, ये पार्टी दुर्गा सोरेन जी ने बनाई है। अपनी वाइफ को जो वो चार्ज देना चाहते हैं उससे कोई भी सहमत नहीं है और भगौड़े की तरह वो वाइफ को जो है चार्ज दिलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है कि राष्ट्रपति शासन का ये सबसे अच्छा मौका है।
एक अंतिम सवाल सर, क्योंकि
All right, so we have just heard in Nishikant Dubey as well speaking up against Hemant Soren and in fact calling out Hemant Soren, saying that the kind of statements and the letters that the Chief Minister has written are futile. In fact, attempts to digress the entire attention as well, and has stated that he is the Chief Minister and he is absconding is something that Nishikant Dubey has also said. And has said that earlier as well he had been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate, and now we are looking at the cash hauls, viewers, that we are also putting out the images of on your screens to understand how the cash haul had also been taken in by the Enforcement Directorate and various other vehicles, at least 2 of the BMWs that have been taken in by the Enforcement Directorate as well. And of course we will have to wait and watch whether or not Hemant Soren actually shows up for the investigation as well as for the questioning. Let me bring in my colleague Piyush once again into the conversation. Piyush, earlier as well we were talking about how, Hemant Soren had been on the run. He was untraceable by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, of course, the Nishikant Dubey has also called him out and has stated that he's the Chief Minister and he's absconding. And help us understand and put this into perspective for our viewers to understand better, because this is the 7th summons that the Chief Minister had also skipped. What more are you picking up on this entire matter? Any updates from your sources in the Enforcement Directorate as well as far as the investigation into this matter is concerned?
So Priyanka, there are two aspects to it. There is a political aspect to it and there's a legal aspect to it. I will first delve into the legal aspect, and you rightly mentioned that this case in which Hemant Soren finds himself in, which is the illegal mining scam. In fact, as broken by our senior editor Shravan Sen, it is not only the illegal mining scam, but there are several scams in which the Enforcement Directorate is probing Hemant Soren's role, which includes not only illegal mining but also illegal land scam. Some of the complaints and charge sheets have been accessed by us, and there have been some very scathing allegations which have been made against the accused, in which I want to just again be very categorical that right now Hemant Soren is not being made as an accused. However, he is under the scanner, and thereby the Enforcement Directorate ever since have been into the cases which it is probing since 2022 have been giving several summons to Hemant Soren for questioning. Now, interestingly, of the 10 summons in the illegal mining scam which has been given to Hemant Soren has missed 9 out of them. And he had presented himself for questioning in one of the summons in which he was grilled for over 7 hours. However, the Enforcement Directorate was not very satisfied by the answer that was given by the Chief Minister, and thereby they had asked him to come again, which again resulted in Hemant Soren making a statement that all these tactics which had been done by the Enforcement Directorate were malified, and it was done out of a vested interest. Now, yesterday we saw that there was a very dramatic development which occurred over here at the residence of Hemant Soren in Delhi, wherein the raids were conducted for over 15 hours by the Enforcement Directorate, and in all this we saw a person who has been elected at a high constitutional post was completely untraceable. Now, this is unprecedented. This could never have been imagined, but this did occur, that there was a central agency which was at the house of elected Chief Minister, and the elected Chief Minister was completely untraceable.
टाइटलमेंट के आधार के ऊपर जो लोग लोकतंत्र के नाम पर राजतंत्र चला रहे थे, चाहे कश्मीर में अब्दुल्ला और मुफ्ती परिवार हो, वो लोग चुनाव हारे, पंजाब में बादल परिवार चुनाव हारा, हरियाणा में हुड्डा परिवार चुनाव हारा, अशोक गहलोत जी का बेटा चुनाव हारा, उत्तर प्रदेश में अखिलेश यादव जी की पत्नी चुनाव हारी, चौधरी अजीत सिंह और उनके बेटे चुनाव हारे, बिहार में लालू प्रसाद यादव जी की बेटी चुनाव हारी, फिर चाहे तेलंगाना में केसीआर जी की बेटी चुनाव हारी हो, अथवा परिवारवाद के सबसे बड़े प्रतीक श्री राहुल गांधी जी चुनाव हारे। तो खड़गे जी, यह सत्य है। जो आपको डर लग रहा है कि इसके बाद ये लोकतांत्रिक राजवंशों के लिए चुनाव का भ्रम जनता के सामने रखकर राजनीति करना संभव नहीं हो पाएगा, क्योंकि अब भारत में वास्तविक लोक सत्ता का प्रादुर्भाव हो गया है। So whatever Shri Kharge ji is saying, its real meaning is that those dynastic politics under the garb of democracy, which is continuing, which has been totally discarded by voter in the last election, now seems towards an eclipse, and the true emergence of true democracy is there in the offing, जिसमें भारत के सभी युवा और सभी मतदाता, जो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है, भारत का गरीब, भारत का किसान, भारत की महिला और भारत का युवा अपनी शक्ति के साथ उभर कर सामने आ रहा है। वैसे ये लोग जो लोकतंत्र की बात करते हैं, तो मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं, कांग्रेस पार्टी के पहले प्रधानमंत्री श्री जवाहरलाल नेहरू 0 वोट पाकर प्रधानमंत्री बने थे। अप्रैल 1946 में कांग्रेस कार्य समिति की बैठक में 16 कांग्रेस कमेटियों में से एक ने पट्टाभी सीतारमैया को और एक ने कृपलानी जी को वोट दिया था, और बाकी सारे के सारे वोट सरदार पटेल को मिले थे और 0 वोट जवाहरलाल नेहरू को मिले थे। और इस बात की उस घटना के अंदर का पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट, मिनट बाय मिनट रेफरेंस कृपलानी की किताब माई डेज विद गांधी में है, मौलाना आजाद की किताब इंडिया विंस फ्रीडम में है, दुर्गा दत्त की किताब इंडिया फ्रॉम कर्जन टू नेहरू एंड देयर आफ्टर में है। और जो अंतिम प्रधानमंत्री हुए, हो सकता है कि वो व्यवहारिक दृष्टि से कांग्रेस पार्टी के अंतिम ही प्रधानमंत्री भविष्य के लिए सिद्ध हों, डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह, द एक्सीडेंटल प्राइम मिनिस्टर, उनको कोट कर रहा हूं। प्रणब मुखर्जी जी की पुस्तक का विमोचन करते समय सोनिया गांधी जी की उपस्थिति में स्वयं डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने कहा कि जब मुझे प्रधानमंत्री बनने के लिए कहा गया तो मैं प्रणब दा के पास गया, मैंने कहा प्रणब दा आप मुझसे अधिक योग्य हैं। डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह कहते प्रणब दा आप सबसे अधिक योग्य हैं, मगर मैडम ने मुझे कहा है। लोकतंत्र का अद्भुत स्वरूप है। पहले प्रधानमंत्री से लेके अंतिम प्रधानमंत्री तक, 0 वोट से लेके 0 वोट तक प्रधानमंत्री बनाने वाले लोग आज कहते हैं कि लोकतंत्र हमें समझ में नहीं आता है और लोकतंत्र के वास्तविक रक्षक वो हैं। फिर मैं कह रहा हूं, भारत के इतिहास में इनके जितने प्रधानमंत्री बने, इंदिरा गांधी जी क्या चुन के आई पहली बार? नहीं, कांग्रेस के अंदरूनी लड़ाई, इंडिकेट सिंडिकेट की लड़ाई में गूंगी गुड़िया के रूप में आई।
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, in fact, had once again reiterated the support to Ukraine, then whether be it humanitarian, economical, or otherwise, the support that will be given, unwavering support that is being given to Ukraine will also keep on going. Let's listen in to this report to understand better as to what Antony Blinken had to say.
We discussed with the Secretary General NATO's unwavering support for Ukraine. Last week, NATO signed a $1.2 billion contract to produce 220,000 artillery shells. That's going to help allies restock their own arsenals, and it complements efforts by the United States, by the European Union, by Ukraine, to ramp up defense production. The support that the United States has provided to Ukraine has been exceptional, about $75 billion over the last couple of years, but our partners and allies, notably our core NATO allies, have provided more than $110 billion over that same period of time. And whether it's military support, whether it's economic support, whether it's humanitarian support, the burden sharing that we've seen in the case of Ukraine has been more than exemplary. But in order to make sure that that continues, that all of us step up and do what's necessary to continue to ensure that Ukraine knows success, and Russia no strategic failure, it is vital that Congress pass the supplemental budget request the President's put before it.
Time now for some news in brief. The Indian naval warship INS Sumitra rescued a hijacked fishing vessel with armed pirates around 800 miles off the coast of Kochi. The Marine Commandos of the Indian Navy took part in the operation to rescue the crew of the boat safely. Ahead of the Chandigarh mayoral polls, security had been tightened outside Chandigarh Municipal Corporation office as the voting begins today. On TMC's absconding leader Sheikh Shah Jahan, West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose said guilty will be brought to book. The TMC leader Sheikh is alleged in the public distribution system scam case.
The law is taking its course. The raid has been done. The culprit will be taken care of in the appropriate manner. Let us not be hasty. This is not a promise, it's a commitment. The guilty will certainly be brought to book. Please wait patiently. Let the law take its course.
On protest against him over his statement on hijab, Rajasthan BJP MLA Balmukund Acharya said that the protest has been done by a few people who are doing politics. He urged the Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma for implementing the dress code.
नहीं जी, ऐसा नहीं है. कुछ राजनीति करने वाले लोगों ने माहौल बनाया है. बच्चियों से अच्छे खासे मिला हूँ, बात की हमने, मोदी जी की योजनाओं की बात की, सुकन्या योजना की बात की, स्टडी के बारे में बात की है. बच्चियों ने मुझे पत्र दिया है कि हमारे को यही आवश्यकता है, कुछ फर्नीचर की आवश्यकता है, कुछ बुक्स की आवश्यकता है, कुछ लैब की आवश्यकता है. मैं बच्चियों से मिला हूँ बहुत अच्छे से और उनसे बात की है मैंने. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कुछ राजनीतिक लोग जिनको कोई मुद्दा नहीं है, उन लोगों ने जानबूझ के, पता नहीं वो बच्चे वहाँ की है भी कि नहीं है, उनको लेके कुछ ऐसा माहौल बनाया है. बाकी सच्चाई ये है, गणतंत्र दिवस हो, बसंत उत्सव हो, स्कूल के वार्षिक उत्सव हो, इस प्रकार के उत्सव जो होते हैं, या हमारा आज़ादी का उत्सव होता है 15 अगस्त का, इन सब उत्सवों पे भी वहाँ ड्रेस कोड लागू नहीं है.
Four individuals have been critically injured following a high-intensity industrial explosion in Samba. The incident took place after a boiler exploded while installation was taking place. Police has registered an FIR against the owner of the factory for negligence and probe is underway. January 30th marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. On his 76th death anniversary, Sarva Dharma Prarthana is being held at Rajghat in Delhi. Slipping into a very short break here now, viewers, getting you details on the other side of how ED claims Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren is untraceable. No word from the CMO. And a big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. Viewers, top headlines are tracking right now. Republic accesses exclusive images of cash stash recovery from Soren's residence. 2 BMWs in a government document are also seized. ED claims Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren untraceable. No word yet from CM office. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all party meet today at Parliament Library building. TMC hits out at Congress, says party was mum on seat sharing, says Jew. Congress President Kharge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. Viewers, we're live and breaking up. Shivangi Shukla getting you the latest coming in this Tuesday. And what we see right now are exclusive images. You will see on your screen very soon. Exclusive images reveal a substantial cash haul from Soren's residence as Republic gains access to the exclusive picture. The 2 BMWs, viewers, were confiscated during that ED's raid on Soren's house. Intensifying pressure from the ED is evident on Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren amidst the developments. Let's go straight to my colleague who's joining us right now. My colleague is joining us right now, Piyush. Let's go straight to Piyush who's joining us. Piyush, ED seizing BMWs, ED seizing huge cash, documents from Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren's Delhi residence. Take us through what is happening where you are.
So Shivangi, what I can tell you is the situation does not seem to be very favourable for the prevailing Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. And while I speak, I would just request my video journalist to just show the images of the house where yesterday the Enforcement Directorate officials were present, and it is over here that they were able to recover, they were able to confiscate some very important documents. And you rightly mentioned the 2 BMWs were confiscated, out of which 1 BMW, as what we have been told, is a Benami auction property, and thereby it has been taken taken by the Enforcement Directorate. Along with this, also today, a very big breaking news was broken by our senior editor Shravan Sen, in which it has been now revealed that how Enforcement Directorate has also been able to seize rupees 36 lakh from the probe and raids that were conducted by it yesterday over here at the residence of Hemant Soren in Delhi. So definitely, as you rightly mentioned, situation does not seem to be that favorable for Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, who still continues to be untraceable, and this seems to be a very unprecedented situation because over here the person is an elected chief minister. He is being probed for several scams that includes the illegal land mining scam, including land scam, and several other scams for last 2 years. However, it seems that situation definitely does not seem to be favorable for the chief minister, because even if the trouble seems to be mounting for Hemant Soren, the problem is that we really do not know where he right now is. He's untraceable in national capital. It is believed that he might be present in Jharkhand today at 2 p.m. Will he be present over there or not? We really do not know. It will only be time that will be the testimony of whether he would be there or not. But most importantly, the question is that tomorrow at 1 p.m. will he present himself to Enforcement Directorate for questioning and in a way give explanation to all these confiscations which has been done by the central agency. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Piyush, stay on with us right now, Piyush. Stay on with us. We are getting many reactions coming in as well. Let's play out the reactions coming in on the story, as ED is also claiming that the CM, Hemant Soren, is completely untraceable.
एजेंसी का सामना करना हमारा कर्तव्य है और नेता के तौर पर हम ये दिखाते हैं जनता को कि हम जो है सहयोग कर रहे हैं, जांच में सहयोग कर रहे हैं। पिछले 48 घंटे से गायब हो जाना, जो BMW दिखाई दे रही है, जो मेरी जानकारी है विनोद सिंह, जिनके यहाँ की इनकम टैक्स का रेट पड़ा था और जिनके यहाँ की मुख्यमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री जी के परिवार के कई एक अकाउंट जब्त हुए थे कि उन्होंने पैसे का लेन देन किया, हेर फेर किया, अरबों रुपये का लेन देन किया। वही विनोद सिंह के नाम से शायद वो गाड़ी रजिस्टर्ड है। एक प्राइवेट गाड़ी में एक मुख्यमंत्री घूमेगा, ये अब हो गया सवाल। दूसरा भाग रहा है, तीसरा जो है एजेंसी का सामना नहीं कर रहा है। मुझे ये लगता है कि उनके पिताजी 21 दिन जिस तरह से बाहर रहे थे केंद्रीय मंत्री के तौर पर, वो भगोड़े थे, उसी तरह से माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी जो है एक भगोड़े हैं।
What an adbhut alliance this is. The alliance of indie partners is full of corruption and confusion, and their nara and their slogan is Bhrashtachar is my Shishtachar, Bhrashtachar is my Jansid Adhikar. If anybody catches me, I will do Atyachar and I will play victimhood card. One CM of a state is missing. After 9 or 10 summons, he is nowhere to be found. This is Jharkhand CM. Then one CM from Delhi, when he is called for summons, he questions the summons at the agencies itself. Then there is one leader in TMC, Shahjahan Sheikh. When he is investigated, they attack the central agencies itself. This is TMC for you. Rahul and Sonia are on bail. Laluji has been convicted. Pawan Modi from DMK has been convicted. Such people, no mission, no vision. Only commission and corruption. This is the glue of India Alliance.
All right, let's go straight to Manjinder Singh Sirsa, BJP General Secretary, is joining us here on the phone line. Thank you for joining us here. Your first reaction coming in. A huge cash haul, very shocking images coming in, that so much of cash has been recovered from the residents, Delhi residents of Hemant Soren.
तो हेमंत सोरेन तो हमें पता ही हो, तो करप्शन का एक बहुत बड़ा डैम है। हेमंत सोरेन जी ये पहले शायद देश के मुख्यमंत्री होंगे। इससे पहले का रिकॉर्ड भी उन्हीं के परिवार में है, स्वर्गीय पिताजी के नाम से, जो एक केंद्रीय मंत्री रहते भगौड़े हो गए थे। और अब जो ये अपने सोरेन जी भी हैं, वो भी उसी रास्ते पे, उनके बेटे भी उसी रास्ते पे चले। ईडी से ये एक मुख्यमंत्री स्टेट में मिल नहीं रहा, भगौड़ा हो जाए, एक मुख्यमंत्री गायब हो जाए। ऐसे क्रिमिनल सुने थे, ऐसे लोग रेपिस्ट सुने थे भागते हुए, मर्डरर सुने थे, लेकिन देश के चुने हुए एक सूबे के मुख्यमंत्री जो वही गायब हो जाएं, तो मुझे लगता है कि इससे पता चलता है कि इंडिया अलायंस क्या था। To understand what is the India Alliance. This India Alliance is all about corruption, all about ED and CBI cases. एक मुख्यमंत्री भगौड़ा हुआ पड़ा है दिल्ली में, दूसरा भाग चुका है दिल्ली से। करप्शन के लोग जिन्होंने करप्शन का अरबों रुपया देश का लूटा है, गरीब आदमी का खून चूस कर लूटा है, आज वो लोग ईडी से भागते भागते अपने मुख्यमंत्री के काम को भी छोड़कर भगौड़े हैं। तो ये इंडिया अलायंस है। मुझे लगता है इस पे कम से कम अलायंस पार्टनर्स को भी जवाब देना चाहिए। इस पे सोनिया गांधी जी से लेके उन सभी अलायंस पार्टनर्स को जवाब देना चाहिए जो कल तक कहते थे हमारा इंडिया अलायंस है। कहाँ है आपके सुरेन जी, बताएं जरा। और उनके जो दिल्ली के घर से गाड़ी मिलती है BMW, एज वी हैव बीन टोल्ड, ये वही BMW उसी की है जिनके घर से करोड़ों रुपया कैश में मिला था। उनकी गाड़ी एक मुख्यमंत्री के घर पे क्या कर रही थी, पर्सनल उनकी गाड़ी वो कैसे इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा सवाल है।
All right, thank you for joining us here. Manjinder Singh Sirsa, BJP spokesperson, joining us here. BJP General Secretary joining us here. So very, very big updates coming in right now, viewers. What we see is a huge cash haul. These are exclusive images revealing a substantial cash haul from Soren's residence as Republic is gaining access to the exclusive pictures. 2 BMWs were confiscated during the ED raid on Soren's house, and the pressure on ED from ED for Hemant Soren is extremely evident right now. Massive recovery from Soren's residence. Let's go straight back to Piyush, who's joining us again. Piyush, I'm coming back to you right now. Take our viewers through exactly what are the points of that the ED has right now. Take us through what is ED really looking for and what role does ED suspect Hemant Soren of playing here?
So, I can just like to tell you, Shivangi, that there are several scams reportedly in which the Enforcement Directorate is trying to look into the role of Hemant Soren, and this includes not only the illegal mining scam but also illegal land scam. So yes, trouble definitely does seem to be mounting for Hemant Soren, because even though as of now he is not being made as an accused, the Enforcement Directorate definitely is trying to look into the role of Hemant Soren in several of the scams that have reportedly occurred in his state, the state which he rules. Now, in the illegal land mining scam, it has been told to us that there have been several, in fact, not only told to us, there have been several summons that have been issued to Hemant Soren. There have been a total of 10 summons that have been issued to Hemant Soren. However, he is only adhered to one summon in which he was grilled for over 7 hours. However, because the Enforcement Directorate was not very satisfied by the answers that was given by Hemant Soren, he was asked to come again, to which again he defied and he tried to evade the questioning that was being done to him by Enforcement Directorate. Now, yesterday there was a dramatic development, and while I speak, this is the same place where actually at around 10:30 p.m. yesterday, the Enforcement Directorate was able to seize and was able to confiscate a BMW vehicle, which now is believed to be given to Hemant Soren by a person who himself is found to be involved in a lot of Benami transactions. So all these evidences now are being collected by Enforcement Directorate. As it is, as you can see from the images, that there was a large cash haul of rupees 36 lakh, which has also been seized by the Enforcement Directorate in the raids that were conducted by the central agency at the Delhi residence. So all these evidences now are going to be corroborated, and it is going to be confronted in front of Hemant Soren, to which we hope that perhaps he will present himself to the central agency tomorrow on 31st January at 1 p.m. And will it result in sterner action being taken against Hemant Soren? Only time will tell. But the most important question right now is that where right now is Hemant Soren, and from there it is going to be also interesting to note that what are the political implications of it, and what is going to be the action that is going to be what is going to be the action that is going to be taken by Enforcement Directorate, taking into consideration that now they have seized some very important evidences which can go against the Jharkhand Chief Minister. Back to the studio.
All right, thank you, Piyush, for getting us all the details coming in. What we see is that the heat on Hemant Soren is getting quite intense right now because the ED team has reached his residence. Huge cash haul on your screen. Recovery by the ED. Remember, this is in connection with the money laundering case linked to an alleged land scam in Jharkhand. Let's move ahead, viewers, to the other stories we're tracking on India's #1 news channel. PM Modi congratulated Azali Assoumani on his re-election as a Comoros president. PM Modi affirmed that the two countries will continue to work together and strengthen partnerships and the Vision Sagar. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar held meetings with Israeli counterpart Israel Katz on the ongoing situation in West Asia. The two leaders talked about India's views and assessments in that regard. Foreign Secretary called on the newly elected Bhutanese Prime Minister and held crucial meetings with him. During the meet, they reaffirmed the strong friendship shared between both the countries. Arvind Kejriwal announcing to contest alone in all 90 seats of Haryana. The Congress in charge, Deepak Babaria, has slammed Kejriwal, saying that it does not make any sense to make any public statements that generate controversy.
उन्होंने कहा कि सब 90 सीट्स पर लड़ेंगे। अरे भैया पहले पार्लियामेंट के चुनाव तो हो जाने तो असेंबली की बात आएगी तो असेंबली पे निश्चित करेंगे। मगर एक बात पर जरूर से मुझको आश्चर्य हो रहा है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ये जो हुद्दे पे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं, वो इसी प्रकार से पब्लिक स्टेटमेंट करते मोस्ट अनफॉर्चुनेट है, वो नहीं होना चाहिए।
The Odisha government launched a scheme aiming to benefit the tribal population in the state. The state cabinet, chaired by the Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, approved the tribal scheme. Battling the fog and cold wave conditions in wee hours of the morning, devotees gathered at Rampath for the darshan of Ram Lala at Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Temple in Ayodhya. Dense fog has enveloped the national capital, and amid the cold wave conditions, a thin layer of fog covering Delhi, significantly affecting visibility and disrupting the vehicle movement. All right, viewers, getting some big update coming in right now. More breaking updates, viewers. Now, what we see right now is that the Karnataka CM addressed the flag row in Mandya, expressing concern about the disturbance of peace in the society. He said that there is the need for individuals to behave responsibly to maintain harmony. The CM questioned the notion of law and order failure, stating that the permission had been granted and urging against the spread of hate between villages or any other group. So we're getting this detail coming in right now, viewers. Remember that we have been tracking every update on this story. And now what we can tell you is that the CM has made a big statement on the big flag row, which Republic TV has been tracking for a while now. Let's go ahead and play out exactly what the CM of Karnataka had to say.
ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಕದಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಶಾಂತಿ ಕದಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋಡ್ಸೆ ಅವರ ಯಾರು ಗೋಡ್ಸೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ವಂಶಸ್ಥರೇ, ಅವರ ಅನುಯಾಯಿಗಳೇ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ನೆಲೆಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಬಾಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಗಬೇಕು, ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಗಬೇಕು. ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಚತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಧರ್ಮಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಚತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು.
ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಘಟನೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಡಳಿತ ವೈಫಲ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಸಂಸದೆ ಸುಮಲತಾ ಅಂಬರೀಶ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಏನಂತ?
ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಡಳಿತ ವೈಫಲ್ಯದಿಂದ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಘಟನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಸರ್.
ಏನು ವೈಫಲ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ವೈಫಲ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಕಾರಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ವೈಫಲ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲೇ ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಂತ ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು?
All right, let's go straight to my colleague Prajwal, who's tracking every development in this story. Let's go ahead to you, Prajwal. Take us through what the CM has said of Karnataka. You know, he has expressed concern about the disturbance of peace in society.
Absolutely. You know, now the Chief Minister is making, you know, personal statements against the BJP, the JDS, as well as these thousands of pro-Hindu activists, where hundreds of them have, in fact, been detained. And he's basically comparing them to Godse. And he's stating that all these people are either descendants of Godse or they're followers of Godse. And therefore, they are indulging in a very violent protest as well. And this shouldn't have happened. He's also gone ahead and stressed on the fact that nobody should work against disturbing the peace between two communities or any religion, and everybody should make sure that they maintain peace. Seems like the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has now also gone ahead and lost his cool, because one of the reporters did go ahead and question him, stating that don't you think that this is a law and order failure, and didn't the intelligence go ahead and anticipate that only from 45 to 50 people, thousands of people came in at one point of time, and this particular protest also came, you know, this particular protest also became very violent, to which he stated that how is it a law and order failure? He started questioning the media, and this has now become a habit for the Chief Minister to go ahead and again question the media on what they have questioned, and mention what are the loopholes as well. Because if you know that there have been there have been over 30 to 40 people who have been severely injured because of the lathi charge. Two of these pro-Hindu activists could have even lost their eyes, their vision as well, because they were grievously injured on their eyes during the lathi charge too. So when questioned about it, seems like Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has lost his cool. But all said and done, now it is also being learnt that the PDO of this Gram Panchayat in Keregodu has already been suspended by the government of Karnataka, and therefore lashing out against this. We also shortly spoke to the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy, and he stated that if there was no sort of law and order failure, if there was no mistake from the government authorities or else from any of the district administration for that matter, why was there ruckus, why was there confusion and chaos as well? Because of this particular confusion, it led to a violent protest as well, because the district administration tried to use force, and this was done at the insistence of a Congress MLA as well as the district in charge minister. So some serious allegations being levelled by the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy. We also saw the BJP Vice President, Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan as well a few minutes ago. He was also going ahead and speaking on the same line, saying that the Hanuman flag will have to be rehoisted as well, and the Congress is trying to go ahead and peddle a fake and a false narrative too, which shows that this is tricolor versus the Hanuman flag, but it is not that, because the interest of the nation comes above everything for any of the political parties as well, and the Congress need not go ahead and politicize this particular issue, and it is high time that they address this and come out of their anti-Hindu mindset.
Right, and Prajwal is getting us top updates coming in. Prajwal, I'm coming back to you right now. If you could take our viewers through the sequence of events that we have witnessed in the past few days now. We also have seen statewide protests. Take us through the entire sequence of events and how we have come to this point of time where the Karnataka CM has given a statement, and we need to see how this story develops further as the row is escalating.
No, Shivangi, first and foremost, on the 26th of December in 2023, a permission was sought by a few of the pro-Hindu groups as well as a few of the organizations, stating that they will need to set up a flagpole in Keregodu village as well, because there was a earlier one which was installed 37 years ago, but due to the weather conditions, the wear and tear and the rain, it had rusted as well, and it was looking very shaky too, at which point of time the Panchayat official in the Panchayat premises has gone ahead and given permission to hoist the flagpole. At this point of time in December, there was no sort of terms and conditions which was mentioned. And fast forward to the 17th of January, there has been yet another request stating that they will want to go ahead and hoist the flag. There has been no particular mention of which flag as well. But one of the organizations states that they also wanted to hoist the tricolor because of the Republic Day on the 26th of January. And therefore, this particular flagpole also saw that the tricolor was unfurled as well. well, and it was done in a manner where all the protocols were followed as well. And later on the 27th of January, which was a Saturday, is when all the ruckus broke out because they had already gone ahead and hoisted a Hanuman flag. After the tricolour was hoisted and it was brought down, which has to be done so before the sunset on the 26th of January, which was done as well. But once they hoisted the Hanuman flag, now it is being alleged by a few of the villagers and the locals there, stating that the local MLA was not called in for this function, and therefore at the behest of him, these district officials started to go ahead and bring down the flag, which resulted in a law and order problem. They also say that the terms and conditions which was mentioned by the government, 4 conditions to be very precise. First, that this flagpole will be used only for hoisting the tricolour and the Karnataka state flag. Secondly, about the timings which was included, 8:30 to 8:45 in the morning and 5:30 to 5:45 in the evening, and also to maintain law and order situation. None of this was followed is what they are stating, but all said and done, some ugly politics has taken place, and we also saw that thousands of them have been protesting since the last 2 days, and prohibitory orders were put in place and the PDO has been suspended. So this is the timeline of this particular incident, which has definitely caused a lot of unrest, especially in the old Mysuru region. Back to you in the studio, Shivangi.
All right, thank you for getting us those details coming in right now, Prajwal. We are tracking all the updates coming in, viewers, especially after we are seeing that the Karnataka CM has addressed the flag row in Mandya, expressing concern about the disturbance of peace. And he said there's a need for individuals to behave responsibly to maintain harmony. Taking a very short break, much more coming up on the other side as we continue getting our viewers top updates. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probes. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all-party meet today at Parliament Library building. Stay tuned.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates.
The Indian Naval warship INS Sumitra has rescued a hijacked fishing vessel with armed pirates around 800 miles off the coast of Kochi. The Marine Commandos of the Indian Navy took part in the operation to rescue the crew of the boat safely. Ahead of the Chandigarh mayoral polls, security has been tightened outside Chandigarh Municipal Corporation office as voting is set to begin shortly. And TMC's absconding leader, Sheikh Shahjahan, West Bengal Governor C.V. Anandabose said guilty will be brought to the book. The TMC leader Sheikh is allegedly in the public distribution system scam case. Much more coming up, viewers. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Stay tuned. And ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all-party meet at Parliament Library Building.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
It's 1 p.m. viewers, and here are the headlines. Republic accesses exclusive images of the cash stash recovery from Soren's residence. 2 BMWs and government documents also seized. ED claims Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren untraceable. No word yet from the Chief Minister's office. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all-party meet today at the Parliament Library Building. TMC hits out at the Congress, says party was mum on the seat sharing since June. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. All right, viewers, straight away cutting across to some breaking updates that we're putting out on your screens from the national capital. The all-party meeting that had been called of the floor leaders, in fact, has concluded. We had been getting updates since morning of how, before the budget session, the meeting was convened by the government as a customary practice ahead of the parliamentary session. And now that meeting, in fact, has concluded. And those are in fact the visuals that we're putting out on your screens of the all-party meeting that was taking place since morning today, has now concluded. In fact, let me bring in my colleague Harsha, who's reporting on this story for us. Harsha, the all-party meeting right before the parliamentary session has now concluded. Speak to us a little bit about the minutes of this meeting as well.
So yes, the all-party meeting just now concluded. The parties which has participated in this all-party meeting of the floor leaders are DMK, Samajwadi Party, RJD, and others party as well. But we didn't see OSC and the participation of the leaders from the Uddhav Thackeray camp in this floor-party meet. But just before the interim session, budget session, this meeting was very important because every time we have seen that just before the winter session or summer session, every time all party meet or the floor leaders is conducted to know to include the thoughts and the strategy of the opposition itself, and also to ensure that the entire budget session and the upcoming session has a smooth run, and the agendas and the bills which already have been tabled, they could be passed. But this session, we know it is a budget session, and the budget will be tabled by Nirmala Sitharaman this time on 1st of February, and the session is of February 1st to February 9th, and this is very important so that the opposition leaders don't do any sort of sloganeering or ruckus, because last winter session, what we saw was that a lot of ruckus and sloganeering was seen, and multiple leaders were suspended. Almost 146 opposition leaders were suspended from Lok Sabha and several from Raj Sabha as well. So that kind of situation again should not erupt and should not occur in this budget session. That is the reason why the all-party floor meeting is being conducted, and now it has concluded. The all-party floor meeting went on for 1 hour. The meeting commenced at around 12 o'clock, and it went on till 1 o'clock, and now we are waiting for the leaders to arrive. While we spoke to Congress leader Pramod Tiwari, who clearly stated that the main issue is unemployment and also of the price rise, which the opposition together have unanimously kept in front of Prahlad Joshi, who is also the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, that these are the issues which should be taken up this time in the Parliament. Also, Congress is of the opinion that what happened with Rahul Gandhi in Assam, how the Assam Rahul Gandhi when he was in the Bharat Nyaya Yatra.
All right, Harsha, sorry to cut you short, but we are getting some more breaking updates. This time from Chandigarh. This is a big setback to the India Alliance. The India Alliance, in fact, has lost the Chandigarh mayor polls, is what Republic is confirming for you viewers. In fact, let us break down the details of it. This is a big setback to the India Alliance. India Alliance has lost the Chandigarh mayor polls. Remember that very controversial mayoral polls that were underway. The voting of that was underway. We were tracking all of those updates for you since morning. Now, there is in fact some ruckus as well that has erupted after BJP's mayor has been elected. We're being told that BJP has gotten 16 votes and has elected the mayor as well. For more on this, Amandeep, my colleague, is joining us from the broadcast. Amandeep, you've been tracking the mayoral polls from the very beginning. Please break down the details of how this is a big setback to the India Alliance as BJP has elected their mayor now.
Well, absolutely, Priyanka. Absolutely. Another major setback to India Alliance, and in fact, they wanted to project as an example, and I would like to show you on the screen as well that how this India Alliance mayor is being elected, and in fact you can see that BJP's Manoj Kumar Sonkar has been elected.
Manoj Kumar Sonkar has been elected as a mayor, and in fact the screen is quite visible. BJP got 16 votes out of 36, and even the India Alliance restricted to 12. 8 of the votes that has been cancelled due to some errors. And finally Manoj Kumar Sonekar, he was the candidate of BJP and now elected as a mayor. And now the India Alliance is trying to justify their position. So these are the councillors who are from Aam Aadmi Party as well as Congress. These are the councillors. These are the Congress and as well as Aam Aadmi Party councillors. And in fact also down the screen, if my camera person can show the down on the screen also, so entire ruckus, another major setback, Priyanka, another major setback. They are not able to prove their majority. 36 votes has been polled in this entire mayoral elections, and in fact BJP got 16 votes. 8 votes has been cancelled due to some errors, and in fact a proper has been given by the joint commissioner to all the voting councillors that how to vote and how to avoid any kind of error in the vote. And even they have also make the voters aware that how to fold the ballot paper so that it should not be reprinted on the other side. The complete guidance has been given, entire voting process in a videography, and now again Aam Aadmi Party and Congress councillors are alleging that they have done cheating, and in fact that is the reason so much ruckus is here in the house. And BJP once again come up with their mayor of Chandigarh, Manoj Kumar Sonekar, elected as a mayor. Another major setback, Priyanka, another major setback to the India Alliance, and in fact they are not able to digest it. Just because they are claiming that they were having majority of 20 councillors and even proper guidance was given. And in fact, the presiding officer as well as Joint Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of Chandigarh, they all make the voters aware to avoid any kind of error in the voting process and how to keep the ballot paper, how to check the ballot paper, and any time they can raise the query as well. And despite knowing all these things, 8 votes has been cancelled. 8 councillors have wrongly voted, and that is the reason their votes have been cancelled. And 12 votes left with the India Alliance and even 16 with BJP. So BJP again come up with the mayor, and in fact the mayor has been elected. Here you can see the visual on the screen that the BJP's Manoj Kumar Sonekar is sitting on the chair of the mayor of Municipal Corporation Chandigarh. And this is another major setback for the India Alliance, where they wanted to prove their mettle. And they projected this alliance that this turned out to be the India's first seat sharing example before the Lok Sabha, and in fact that has been completely failed. And here you can see the result is that BJP got their mayor for Chandigarh with 16 votes, 12 to India Alliance, and 8 votes has been cancelled in this entire process. And Priyanka, this is how now, even earlier when the vote counting was just started by the presiding officer, even the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party councillors are raising so many queries, and they are trying to create the ruckus in the house. And even when he was signing the votes for as per the procedure of the validity, and in fact again Aam Aadmi Party and Congress councillors were trying to create the ruckus in the house and alleging that BJP is trying to make some kind of inclination towards the BJP. And in fact now the voting process has been completed. Everything was quite transparent, everything was videographed, photographed, and every single step was shown and make these voters aware how to cast the vote. And even after casting the vote, they have shown the ballot box, even they have put out the votes from that ballot box. 36 votes has been polled. That has also been shown by the presiding officer. And in fact the counting process was under the camera proceedings. The entire counting has been witnessed live in this entire process. That was the transparency of this entire voting process. But after all this, now finally the BJP got their mayor, and another major setback to the India Alliance, that they have lost their mayoral post of Chandigarh. Yes, Priyanka.
And a litmus test is what we were calling it, for the India Alliance, Amandeep, the first consensus candidate as well that they had put up for the Chandigarh mayoral polls. Of course, we'll have to leave it at that. We'll keep coming back to you, Amandeep. For the moment, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. And moving on now, viewers, to another big breaking update that we're putting out on your screens. This is concerning Imran Khan and Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who has now been sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment in the cipher case that had been going on. In fact, the former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan and his close aide Shah Mahmood Qureshi have been handed the 10-year prison sentence in the cipher case. And this was in the Official Secrets Act Special Court presiding over the case, delivering the verdict after conducting the proceedings at Rawalpindi, that this order in fact has come out. The jail sentence against Imran Khan and Shah Mahmood Qureshi comes just a few days after the Supreme Court had granted them bail in the case against a surety of rupees 1 million each, and now we are looking at this order that has been given out by Judge Abul Hasnat Zulkarnain in this matter. In fact, my colleague Gursimran, who's been tracking this story closely, is also joining us on the broadcast. Gursimran, take us through the details of how this is trouble mounting for the former Pakistan Prime Minister and his close aide in the cipher case, and just a month after they had been given a bail in this matter, now this order has come out.
See, this is a big setback to the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, especially ahead of the polls that are all set to take place in Pakistan, the National Assembly polls. Now, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who was the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, and the former Prime Minister Imran Khan, both have been sentenced to 10-year imprisonment. This is on the hearing that took place inside the Adiala jail, in which Justice Zulkarnain, he sentenced both to 10-year imprisonment. Important to mention that this is in the cipher case, the same cipher that Imran Khan used in his political rally after losing the vote of confidence in 2022, when he floated that document of the foreign ministry stating that it is the US conspiracy to throw him out of the power, and then the cognizance was taken and a cipher case was registered. It was inside the Adiala jail where Imran Khan is undergoing the sentence. The hearing of the case took place yesterday. Also, we saw that for 80 long minutes Imran Khan presented his side, and then later the PTI was seen decrying that their side is not being taken into consideration by the court. And now today the sentence has been pronounced and 10-year sentence has been given to Imran Khan and Shah Mahmood Qureshi. That clearly means that in days to come the trouble is not going to come to an end, at least for these two stalwarts of the PTI ahead of the election, the National Assembly election that is to take place. And also a detailed order is expected in a short while from now that will clear many things, that whether he has been sentenced for the sharing the official secrets, for the breach of the oath that he takes as the Prime Minister, or it is for making the political use of a communication, whether he was helping someone who is detrimental to the state or is being imprisoned for the reason that he used a document for his political gains. So that is something that will be part of the detailed order that will be shared in a short while from now. But one thing is very clear, that the trouble that is mounting for Imran Khan after being out of power is not going to an end and is increasing with each passing day, with now this judgment of 10-year imprisonment to him and Shah Mahmood Qureshi.
That being said, Gursimran, let me expand upon this point that you had also made. And, we had seen how even during 2022, when he was being outed from the office, he had, blamed the US government. And even then in this violation of the Official Secret Acts, he had blamed the US government trying to topple the then PTI government. Speak to us a little bit about the legal arguments that have also transpired before the courtroom in this entire matter, now that this sentence is out.
See, it was for the 80 minutes that Imran Khan presented his side. It was what we are getting to know, that it was a detailed speech by Imran Khan in which he tried to justify the cipher theory that has been declined now by the establishment, because we know that the other government, the then Shahbaz Sharif government, came into the power. They constituted the committees. The officials came on record and they said that the cipher theory was not the true one, but they said that it was to to target and to hamper the relations between the US side. And then we saw the US sides visiting the Pakistan and vice versa taking place. And now that during the argument, Imran Khan tried to justify that there was a conspiracy that was hatched by the then army general, the political establishment that was in the opposition. And he also made mention of the president, that he also made him aware. He wrote many letters regarding the same. Everything was briefed by the Imran Khan, but the judge said that taking into the consideration the arguments made by both the sides, he is now pronouncing a judgment that 10-year imprisonment be given to both Shah Mahmood Qureshi and Imran Khan in the Cypher case. Now, a detailed judgment is awaited that will point down exact details that what led to this conclusion that a 10 years imprisonment be given. See, if it is regarding the breach of the security, that is the breach of the Official Secret Act, that is something can be justified. But if it is for the political use of official document, then the rigorous sentence of 10 years seems to be something really very, it is setting a hard precedent in Pakistan. But it has to be seen that what will be in the order that is to be out in next few minutes, and then a detail, then we will get more details about the judgment that is reached upon. But yes,
that's right. Gursimran, I want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, and we are in fact getting some more breaking updates from Chandigarh, viewers, where the litmus test, as it was being called for the India Alliance, that they have lost the Chandigarh mayoral polls. And we had seen the BJP candidate Manoj Sonkar in fact has won the post of the mayor, and 16 votes that had been cast in the name of BJP, following which the BJP in fact has made the mayor there in Chandigarh. In fact, our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor is also joining us on the broadcast. Abhishek, walk us through the details and interpretation essentially of this update that we are getting from Chandigarh. This was being called as the litmus test for the India Alliance, and now we
हमें 20 के 20 वोट डालनी थी, इन्होंने हमें कुछ नहीं दिखाया, कोई बैलेट पेपर हमें शो नहीं किया गया। पहले भी हमारे बैलेट पेपर पर निशान पाए गए, हमारे बैलेट पेपर के पीछे मार था, पेन से इन्होंने डॉट लगाई हुई थी। जब इनका वो प्लान फेल हो गया तो इन्होंने प्लान बी यूज किया। जो हमारी पार्टी आदेश कहेगी हम उसके अनुसार कहेंगे, पर जो भी इन्होंने किया ये शरेआम धोखा किया है। पहली बार इतिहास में ऐसा हुआ है कि काउंटिंग एजेंट को बुलाया तक नहीं गया और अपने आप रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया। ये शरेआम जब बीजेपी के लिए देखा कि हम अभी अपनी पार्टी के जो सीनियर लीडर्स हैं उनके से डिस्कस करके जैसा भी वो हमें डायरेक्शन देंगे हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग लेंगे।
मेरे ख्याल नाल दलजीत जी ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ भी बहुत लंबा समय हो गया है, पर मैं एक गल ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ कहना चाहता है कि ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨੋਟ ਕਰੋ कि ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ। ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ जो प्ले एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने किया है, या तो आप इनका इंटरव्यू लीजिए, मैं बाद में होगा क्योंकि ये शोर ही मचाएंगे। देखिए ये शोर ही मचा सकते हैं। ठग बंद बीजेपी सरकार देना चाहूंगा। हाँ जी
all right, that was a live reaction that we were picking up, and we had cut across to that. But viewers, as the breaking updates coming in and reactions also pouring in of the Chandigarh mayoral polls, where we are looking at a disgruntled delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party, who had in fact given up their consensus candidate in this election, had been also calling it a litmus test for the India Alliance in the run-up to the 2024 polls. And now a disgruntled delegation of the Indie bloc, in fact, stating that their mics were not working, that there were marks behind the ballot papers, and that there was unfair voting that was happening. And once again, let me bring in our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, on the broadcast. Abhishek, how do you, would you decipher this entire mayoral polls result that has come out, and how it was being called as a litmus test for the India Alliance, who has now lost?
Well, you see, this was the first coordination between the alliance partners and it has come undone. We are yet to hear about the final breakup. The BJP has got 15 votes out of 35, and so it seems that the alliance partners did not work in tandem. We are, as I said, yet to hear about the exact numbers split based on which the BJP has got its mayor elected in Chandigarh municipal polls. It's a small development by itself, but a mark of the incoherence that's there in whatever the Indy does in terms of coordinating their efforts and steps. In Punjab, in any case, the alliance had come undone. Priyanka, we know that the Bhagwant Singh Mann, the chief minister, had announced that insofar as Punjab is concerned, there is no alliance and they are going to contest on all 13 seats. There's a fallout of that. But in the first electoral test ahead of elections, elections in which again we saw this incoherence at play between various Indy partners. I think after the Nitish Kumar development of Bihar, effectively on the ground, the Indy alliance is no more. And what the Chandigarh municipal mayoral poll shows is that this is just one more evidence of Indy alliance having evaporated even before the election commission announced the elections.
Well, absolutely. Abhishek, thank you for joining us on the broadcast as we go once again on the ground to my colleague Amandeep, who is tracking the entire results as well for us. Amandeep, if you can hear me, please break down the details of it. And we were just a few moments ago also hearing how a disgruntled delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party had been once again stating that there was some kind of mischief that had been done by the BJP in the mayoral polls. First up, if you could break down the details and the numbers, if you have them, of how many votes, vote count of the BJP, and also what essentially are the allegations now being raised by the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress.
Well, absolutely, Priyanka. Total number of votes, 36 votes has been polled, and 35 councillor, 1 Lok Sabha member of parliament, that is Kiran Kher. They all have casted their vote for the mayoral polls. And in fact, when the presiding officer started counting the votes, he have counted the right number. 36 members have casted their vote. And when he was just checking out the validity of the votes, that either some error is being conducted in the votes that has been casted by the councillors and the MP. So he has find out that 8 votes that were polled having some error, and those votes has been cancelled. And BJP finally got 16 votes, and Indy Alliance stick to 12 votes, and 8 votes has been cancelled. And finally, presiding officer has announced that BJP's candidate Manoj Kumar Sonekar has elected as a mayor of Chandigarh Municipal Corporation. And now the Indy Alliance councillors were putting up the allegations that why those 8 votes has been cancelled by the presiding officer, why the reason has not been given, why their voting, their counting agents were not shown, that why these votes has been cancelled. And in fact, the exercise should take. These are the allegations of the Congress as well as Aam Aadmi Party.
Amandeep, I'm going to ask you to hold your thoughts there, because we also have the first reaction coming in from the Congress Party, the Indy bloc, so to speak. Acharya Pramod Krishnan, a senior Congress leader, in fact, is joining us. Acharya Pramod Krishnan, I want to come to you over these mayoral polls. This was being called as a litmus test, sir, for the Indy bloc, the Indy alliance, so to speak, and they have lost. Your thoughts?
देखिए, पहली बात तो ये है कि चुनाव जब होता है तो एक जीतता है, एक हारता है. जो हारता है वो आरोप लगाता है, जो जीत जाता है वो खुशी मनाता है. हाँ, लेकिन ये हार जीत बहुत नजदीक हुई है, और जो वोट कैंसिल हुआ है उसको लेकर के सवाल खड़ा होना स्वाभाविक है. अब क्योंकि इस इलेक्शन के बारे में मुझे ज़्यादा जानकारी नहीं है, तो अभी मैं इतना ही कहूँगा कि जो जीते हैं उनको मेरी तरफ से बधाई, और जो हारे हैं वो और अगली तैयारी करें. अब इससे ज़्यादा और मैं क्या कह सकता हूँ.
पर सर, अगर हम पूरे इंडी अलायंस को देखें, हम 2024 इलेक्शंस की अगर हम बात करें, हर जगह हमें देखने मिल रहा है कि सीनियर पार्टी के, आपके सीनियर अलायंस के लीडर्स एक दूसरे को बात कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के ऊपर एलिगेशंस लगा रहे हैं, और उसके बीच हम ये मेरियल पोल्स भी देखते हैं. किस तरह से देखेंगे अलायंस रहेगा 2024 तक?
नो, अलायंस रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा ये एक अलग बात है, अलायंस बचा कहाँ है ये एक अलग बात है। मुझे लगता है ममता जी के ये कहने के बाद कि हम बंगाल में अकेले लड़ेंगे, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की पार्टी में जो चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं हमारे मान साहब, उन्होंने कह दिया पंजाब में हम अकेले लड़ेंगे, और नीतीश कुमार जी चले ही गए। तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि अलायंस कहीं है। इंडिया अलायंस नाम का जो गठबंधन या जो भी फॉर्मेट तैयार हुआ था, वो जब से तैयार हुआ, इंडिया अलायंस जब से शुरू हुआ है तभी से गंभीर बीमारियों से ग्रस्त था। कुछ दिनों पहले जब मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान के चुनाव आए तो ये वेंटिलेटर पे चला गया और नीतीश कुमार जी ने इसका अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया पटना में। तो ये मुझे नहीं लगता कि इंडिया अलायंस नाम का कोई अब कुछ बचा है। अब इंडिया अलायंस का श्राद्ध करने का समय आ गया है और कांग्रेस पार्टी को हर जगह अकेला लड़ना चाहिए। बैसाखियों के दम पर पहाड़ों पे चला।
All right, Acharya Pramod Krishnan, I want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. And viewers, you heard it here first. The alliance is no more there, is what the Congress is saying. But let me once again go across to Amandeep, who's on the ground. Amandeep, a very disheartened Congress reaction we just heard. Them saying that, there is no India alliance anymore, that the Congress needs to contest these elections alone is what they're saying. Speak to us a little bit about what you're picking up on the ground as far as the Aam Aadmi Party delegation is also concerned. What are you hearing from the India Alliance that had put up a consensus candidate there?
मौजूद है, एसडीएम मौजूद है, पीसीएस ऑफिसर ईशा कंबोज मौजूद है। बीजेपी ने सरेआम गुंडागर्दी करी, काउंटिंग।
All right, viewers, we're putting out some more breaking updates as far as the Jharkhand Chief Minister is concerned. Remember, he was under the lens of the Enforcement Directorate, and now Hemant Soren, in fact, has come out of his residence in Ranchi. The Chief Minister had been, in fact, untraceable for over 40 hours. Now, after cash and car seized, Soren has now appeared for the first time. And the first time, in fact, Republic confirming the location of the Chief Minister Hemant Soren, who had been also being looked out for by the Enforcement Directorate as far as the investigation of them in the money laundering case was also concerned. The Enforcement Directorate, who had sent various summons to the Chief Minister Hemant Soren, now for the first time, Republic getting you a confirmation of Hemant Soren's location there at his residence in Ranchi itself. Now, this is just hours after the cash haul that had also been done by the Enforcement Directorate, and the cars, the two BMW cars that had also been seized by the investigating agency. Just hours after that, we are getting a confirmation of his location there in Ranchi.
Right now, Hemant Soren comes out of his residence, and what we see is that the CM has been untraceable for over 30 hours. After cash car has been seized, Soren has finally appeared. So that's a big update coming here, Republic TV. And remember that the ED had claimed that Soren was untraceable, but finally he has come out. He has appeared. Viewers, let's go to Prakash, who is joining us right now. We're getting many details coming in right now as we keep getting our viewers more updates. Let's tell you exactly what is happening at this point of time. We're getting top updates. Going to Prakash right now, our editor special projects. Prakash, I'm coming across to you. The CM has been untraceable for over 30 hours. Where has he reappeared? Prakash.
Well, we are getting news from the sources that Hemant Soren has reached Ranchi, and most likely a meeting of the MLAs of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha along with the Congress party would be convened very shortly. And it seems that he took the road route to reach Ranchi from Delhi, and As a matter of fact, he will be appearing before the ED tomorrow. That's what a letter has been issued from the JMM party office that Hemant Soren has given a time to the ED to appear before them at the CM residence on 31st January at around 1 p.m. So still we haven't got any visuals, but we are getting to know from the sources in Ranchi that he is already in Ranchi, but no visuals yet. Nobody is willing to confirm about it, but sources tell us that he has arrived in Ranchi.
Right, Prakash, getting the top updates coming in right now. What we see, Prakash, right now, if you could take our viewers through exactly what is happening. Now, the ED had claimed that he was untraceable. Now, we can also tell our viewers, Prakash, if we could take our viewers through exactly why has he been evading the questioning by the ED in this case, as he's emerged after 30 hours, Prakash? All right, we'll go back to Prakash in just a moment right now, but a big update coming in right now. A big update coming in right now, viewers, where Hemant Soren has just coming in. BMWs have been recovered, and amidst all this, Hemant Soren has finally reappeared after 30 whole hours. Remember that there's a huge development coming in as we see that CM Hemant Soren has been under the radar of the ED in connection with an alleged land fraud case, and we also know that there are many more developments coming in this story as well. We can tell you that Hemant Soren has finally come out of the house in Ranchi. He is last spotted in Ranchi. That is what we are learning of right now. Now, he has been missing since yesterday from Delhi, and not just that. Because of the unfolding situation in Jharkhand, we are coming to know that 7,000 additional policemen have been deployed across Jharkhand. We are also coming to know about other details which Republic TV has accessed. We can tell you that Section 144 CRPC was imposed within 100 meters of radius of Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren's residence, Raj Bhavan and ED office in Ranchi. Let's go ahead, viewers, to the more updates coming in right now. CM Soren traced after 30 whole hours. Now, this is exclusive scoop on Republic TV. No other channel, I repeat, no other channel has this exclusive scoop that we have right now. After 30 entire hours, CM Soren has been traced. He was untraceable for a while now. We're also learning that CM Soren has called for a meet in Ranchi as well. So two big updates coming in on the story, viewers. And as we keep getting more updates, let's tell you exactly what is happening. We told you that Section 144 was imposed near Jharkhand CM's residence, and CM Soren has finally appeared. Now, viewers, we can also tell you that the ED officials have been visiting the residences of Soren in Delhi to question him in connection with the land scam case, and said that the Jharkhand Chief Minister could not be located, but now he has been located. Now, this news of him being located, of him appearing, is only on Republic TV. The ED has seized a luxury car, and not just that, 36 lakh rupees in cash has also been recovered from the residence of Hemant Soren. At the same time, in a letter to ED, Soren has agreed to record his statement at his residence on Wednesday 1 p.m. So we're getting simultaneous break-ins coming in right now on the story. CM Soren has been traced after 30 whole hours, and this story we have been tracking very, very closely, as we are seeing that Hemant Soren is under heavy pressure right now, because he has to appear for questioning before the ED. Let's go straight to my colleague Piyush, who is joining us right now. Piyush, you have been tracking these developments from ground. Take us through what we are learning of. CM Soren traced over 30 whole hours. Just tell us exactly what do we know about where exactly was Hemant Soren seen now.
So definitely, Shivangi, what I can tell you is that there have been very dramatic developments. He may have been unseen over here in the national capital, but yes, now in Ranchi, as what we've been told by sources, that he is being seen. But the important question now is that Will he be the part of the important MLAs meet? What political decision is going to be taken by him? There are speculations that he may now put forward the role of his wife as being the chief minister. So all these are speculations which is there on the political front. But on the legal front also, situation does not seem to be very bright for the Jharkhand chief minister. In fact, the news break that was given by Republic was that there was 36 lakh rupees that was seized by the Enforcement Directorate when they conducted a massive raid over here in Delhi at the residence of Hemant Soren, and they had also confiscated a BMW vehicle which reportedly belonged to a person who was involved in Benami transactions. So besides this, the ED is also investigating several scams in which the Jharkhand Chief Minister is under scanner. So tomorrow, 31st of January, 1 p.m., all eyes will be on Ranchi ED office, where it is expected that Hemant Soren might or might not be able to present himself for the questioning on the reported scams in which he is under scanner. So there are two important developments that is going to be seen. What are the political repercussions of the scams in which the Enforcement Directorate, the central agency, is investigating the Jharkhand Chief Minister under? And on the legal front, is there going to be a stern action now that is going to be taken by the Enforcement Directorate, which has definitely found some very vital evidences against the sitting Chief Minister? Back to the studio.
Right, Piyush is getting a sort of list coming in right now, and if you take a viewer's Piyush through the plan of Hemant Soren in the next 24 hours, do you think that Hemant Soren will actually record statements before the ED on Wednesday, because he has said and that he might do that? So is it a possibility that he will go ahead and do that?
So Shivangi, what I can tell you is that even though there has been an assurance that has been given by the Chief Minister office that Chief Minister Hemant Soren will present himself in front of the Enforcement Directorate for the questioning, of the past records we have seen that Hemant Soren in most of the occasions have defied the summons that have been given to him. In fact, in the 10 summons that have been given to him, he has only adhered to one summon in which he was questioned for 7 hours. Yesterday also, when there was a massive raid that was being conducted by the Enforcement Directorate at the Delhi residence of Hemant Soren, and in which he, as a person who is one of the suspects in several of the scams that have been right now investigated by the Enforcement Directorate, was made to be present, he was completely untraceable, he was completely unseen, and we really did not know that where he was. And mind you, this was a very unprecedented situation, because a person who is a sitting Chief Minister in a way was absconding. So tomorrow again it will be important to note that will he be available for the questioning, because as he has been telling and he has been assuring that he will be present for the summons that have been issued to him earlier, but in most of the summons he has clearly defied it. But tomorrow is going to be important, because definitely over the past few summons which has been issued to Hemant Soren, you've also seen that the Enforcement Directorate has taken a very stern approach now as far as the questioning and as far as the probe of the cases in which Hemant Soren is under scanner. Back to the studio.
Right, thank you so much for joining us, Piyush, here on Republic. We are getting the top updates coming in. Untraceable Jharkhand CM reappears, and sources tell us that CM Soren is calling a meeting with his MLAs and ministers. Very important story. We keep a very close eye on the story. Let's take a very short break as we keep getting our viewers top updates on India's #1 news channel, Republic TV. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Stay tuned. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all party meet today at Parliament Library building.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally. making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
Welcome back, viewers. The White House responded to the drone attack in Jordan, where 3 American troops were killed and dozens wounded, emphasizing that they do not seek another war and are not interested in escalating tensions. The statement highlighted the commitment to protect against such attacks. In fact, we are seeing this entire report by Global Development.
Faced over the weekend in Jordan, an attack that claimed 3 of their lives and sent more than 30 of them to the hospital, some with serious injuries. So I just want to make a few points right at the top. First, the President and the First Lady, as well as everyone in the administration, send their condolences to the family of those who were killed. No Blue Star family ever wants to become a Gold Star family. And sadly, there are now 3 more families on that roster. It's hard to imagine the grief that they're feeling right now and that they will feel for the rest of their lives. We want them to know that we make sure that they get all the support that they need and that we mourn with them. We also wish a complete recovery for all those wounded in this attack. They are receiving and will continue to receive the very best medical care that the military can provide them. Second, these troops were conducting a vital mission in the region aimed at helping us work with partners to counter ISIS. And even as the Defense Department gathers more information about the attack, that mission must and will continue.
Viewers, what's coming up? A big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all party meet today at Parliament Library building. Stay tuned.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic.
Indian naval warship INS Sumatra has rescued a hijacked fishing vessel with armed pirates around 800 miles off the coast of Kochi. The marine commanders of the Indian Navy took part in the operation to rescue the crew of the boat safely. In Chandigarh mayoral pool, security has been tightened outside Chandigarh Municipal Corporation office. On TMC's absconding leader Sheikh Shahjahan, West Bengal Governor CBN Anand Bose said guilty will be brought to book. TMC leader Sheikh is alleged in the public distribution system scam case.
The law is taking its course. The raid has been done. The culprit will be taken care of in the appropriate manner. Let us not be hasty. This is not a promise, it's a commitment. The guilty will certainly be brought to book. Please wait patiently. Let the law take its course.
A protest against him of a statement on hijab, Rajasthan BJP MLA has said that the protest has been done by a few people who are doing politics. He urged Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma for implementing the dress code.
नहीं जी, ऐसा नहीं है. कुछ राजनीति करने वाले लोगों ने माहौल बनाया है. बच्चियों से अच्छे खासे मिला हूँ, बात की हमने, मोदी जी की योजनाओं की बात की, सुकन्या योजना की बात की, स्टडी के बारे में बात की है. बच्चियों ने मुझे पत्र दिया है कि हमारे को यही आवश्यकता है, कुछ फर्नीचर की आवश्यकता है, कुछ बुक्स की आवश्यकता है, कुछ लैब की आवश्यकता है. मैं बच्चियों से मिला हूँ बहुत अच्छे से और उनसे बात की है मैंने. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कुछ राजनीतिक लोग जिनको कोई मुद्दा नहीं है, उन लोगों ने जानबूझ के, पता नहीं वो बच्चे वहाँ की है भी कि नहीं है, उनको लेके कुछ ऐसा माहौल बनाया है. बाकी सच्चाई ये है, गणतंत्र दिवस हो, वसंत उत्सव हो, स्कूल के वार्षिक उत्सव हो, इस प्रकार के उत्सव जो होते हैं, या हमारा आज़ादी का उत्सव होता है 15 अगस्त का, इन सब उत्सवों पे भी वहाँ ड्रेस कोड लागू नहीं है.
Four individuals have been critically injured following a high-intensity industrial explosion in Samba. Incident took place after a boiler exploded while installation. The police have registered FIR against the owner of the factory for negligence and probe is underway. Jan 30th marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. On his 76th death anniversary, we see that the nation is paying tribute to Gandhi, and we see in Rajghat many important leaders pay tribute to him. Now, so coming up, big conviction order in Kerala, BJP leader pro court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, the centre holds all party meet today at Parliament Library building.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio. Your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio. Your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. And viewers, welcome back. Secretary of State Antony Blinken along with NATO Secretary General projected a united front on unwavering support for Ukraine in its fight against Russia. Blinken said whether it's military support, economic support or humanitarian support, the burden sharing that we have seen in the case of Ukraine has been more than exemplary. Here's more.
We discussed with the Secretary General NATO's unwavering support for Ukraine. Last week, NATO signed a $1.2 billion contract to produce 220,000 artillery shells. That's going to help allies restock their own arsenals, and it complements efforts by the United States, by the European Union, by Ukraine to ramp up defense production. The support that the United States has provided to Ukraine has been exceptional, about $75 billion over the last couple of years, but our partners and allies, notably our core NATO allies, have provided more than $110 billion over that same period of time. And whether it's military support, whether it's economic support, whether it's humanitarian support, the burden sharing that we've seen in the case of Ukraine has been more than exemplary. But in order to make sure that that continues, that all of us step up and do what's necessary to continue to ensure that Ukraine knows success and Russia knows strategic failure, it is vital that Congress pass the supplemental budget request the President's put before it.
Much more coming up, viewers, as we keep getting you more updates. A big conviction order in Kerala, BJP leader probe court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Ahead of the budget session, Centre holds all party meet today at Parliament Library Building. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. Untraceable for over 30 hours, CM Soren comes out of his residence and Ranjit calls for a meet of his MLAs and ministers. India Alliance loses its first election test. BJP wins 16 seats in Chandigarh mayor polls. Congress Aam Aadmi Party garner protest. Congress President Khalge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. CM Ravaiya makes a big statement on flag. Rao says Godse followers are disturbing the peace. Make conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Former Pakistan PM Imran Khan top aide Shah Mahmood Qureshi gets 10-year jail for exposing official secrets in the cipher case. Viewers, we are now breaking up. Shivang Shukla getting you the latest and a big update coming in. CM Soren on his way to his residence. First visuals coming in right now. Soren on Republic. CM Soren waves at his supporters in Ranchi. Big update coming in, viewers. After 30 whole hours, CM Soren has been spotted, viewers. And not just that. What we see right now are the first visuals of Soren on Republic TV, where you see CM Soren waving at the supporters in Ranchi. And we're also seeing that there's a huge, heightened tensions there. Okay, the visuals coming in. You saw those visuals. We can see CM Soren there waving as he is on his way to his residence. Those visuals coming in right now, viewers. And remember, this amidst the huge, massive heat on Hemant Soren by the ED. Remember, the ED has called him for questioning time and again. And not just that. In between all this, the ED has found 2 BMWs and 36 lakh rupees in cash. Amidst all this, we also saw that Hemant Soren was missing for 30 whole hours, and finally he has reappeared. And the first visuals of his reappearance are right now on Republic TV. First exclusive visuals on Republic TV of Hemant Soren waving as he is on his way to his residence. That's what we're coming to know of right now. Remember, on Monday, the ED officials visited the residence of Soren in the national capital to question him in connection with the land scam case. Let's go straight to my colleague Piyush Ori is joining us. Piyush, the untraceable Hemant Soren has finally been found, and not just as found. We can see those visuals of him on our screen. First exclusive visuals coming in of Hemant Soren waving. Where is he right now? Where has he been spotted, Piyush?
So Shivangi, yes, you rightly mentioned that after a period of 30 hours where a sitting chief minister was untraceable in the national capital, now in Ranchi, Hemant Soren has been seen. In fact, in the exclusive visuals that have been given to you by the Republic Media Network, you can also see that how Hemant Soren, in putting up a brave face, is trying to wave at his supporters. But how long will this happiness last is something which is now going to be a very important point to see, because from first he is going to be first holding a political meeting, and tomorrow on 31st of January he has to present himself at the Enforcement Directorate because of some very vital evidences that have been gathered by the central agency of the kind of massive raids that have been conducted in the national capital, in which they have found some very vital evidences against the sitting chief minister. So thereby it will be very important for him to first deal with the challenges politically, and from there on also
I'll come back to you in just a moment. Piyush, I'll come back to you in just a moment. I just want to go across to Shravan Sen, a senior editor, also joining us right now. Shravan, I'm coming across to you now, as we have come to know that it is confirmed. Shravan, is it? CM Soren spotted in Ranchi after 30 whole hours. Shravan.
Well, in fact, the Chief Minister has finally surfaced in Ranchi. This is outside his residence where we've got those images coming in of Jharkhand Chief Minister waving at his supporters as he entered the Chief Minister's bungalow. Now, important to point out here is that for almost 30 hours, there was absolutely no idea where exactly was the Chief Minister, while the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha has been indicating that the Chief Minister does not really have to tell anyone where exactly he is. And remember, these are propaganda that is being peddled by the Enforcement Directorate. That is what the JMM has been indicating. But having said that, let's just put this into perspective, what has really transpired so far. We'll also put out these images for all our viewers. In fact, Republic TV was the first network this morning to have got its hands on those recovery images. Now, first, with regards to the wads of cash that has been recovered from the Chief Minister's residence here in the national capital, 36 lakh rupees. Now, this is the amount that has to be accounted for. The Chief Minister will have to explain where exactly did this hard cash really come in from. And that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate has been maintaining that they wanted to record the statement of the Chief Minister to begin with, which they haven't been able to do so. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate was aware of the fact that the Chief Minister was in the national capital when they had a tip-off that there was a presence of certain incriminating documents at his residence here in the national capital. That's when they had taken the decision to carry out the searches on Monday morning. The searches began roughly around 7 o'clock in the morning and continued till about late last night. We're given to understand after the searches they've basically recovered not only 36 lakh rupees but also incriminating documents linked to certain scams in which the Chief Minister has basically come under the scanner. Apart from that, 2 BMW luxury vehicles have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, as per the PMLA Act, remember, whenever searches are basically carried out by the agency, it is imperative that the agency records the statement of the concerned person. That is the reason why they were basically looking out for the Chief Minister. It turns out the Chief Minister wasn't available for his statement to be recorded. In fact, till about late last evening, when the Enforcement Directorate's team was camping at his national capital residence, they were unable to connect with the Chief Minister. That is the reason why this morning, when we spoke to our sources within the Enforcement Directorate, they indicated that Chief Minister was completely untraceable. So much so the Governor was also called in. It turns out that the Governor also, who spoke to the media this morning, indicated that he had absolutely no idea about the whereabouts of the Chief Minister. That is the reaction that came in from the Governor. Now, as far as the Jharkhand Chief Minister is concerned, why exactly he's under the scanner? Remember, we're talking about not one but multiple scams in which the Chief Minister has basically come under the scanner. You do have the land scam on the one hand, on the other you have the illegal mining scam. The illegal mining scam is pertaining to the Sahibganj district. Remember, this is the same very illegal mining which has also been under the radar of the NGT. An order has already been passed stating that there was rampant mining that was being carried out in Sahibganj district, and the very fact that certain alleged close aides of the Jharkhand Chief Minister was carrying out this entire scam. The proceeds of crime that was generated from this particular scam was being diverted through multiple accounts, and the ultimate beneficiary, according to the Enforcement Directorate, happens to be the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. All these allegations have been completely refuted by the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister has called this entire investigation carried out by the Enforcement Directorate as biased. That is one of the reasons why, remember, despite over 10 summons that have been sent out to the Chief Minister, not always has he really appeared before the agency whenever he has been called upon. This time we are given to understand when the latest notice was sent out to the Chief Minister asking him for the dates as to when exactly he would be like to be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. That's when he indicated, at least his office indicated, that the Chief Minister would be available for questioning on 31st. It does appear at this point in time, with the mounting evidence that has been gathered by the Enforcement Directorate, sources are basically indicating that punitive action could also be taken because the Chief Minister hasn't really been cooperating with the agency. So much so, remember, in just about a few weeks ago, there was a gazette notification that was issued by the Jharkhand government saying that the central agency will have to take permission from the government before they carry out any action in any case. But remember, this is a case which has already been registered by the Enforcement Directorate, and ECIR, which is an FIR equivalent, has already been registered by the Enforcement Directorate. This investigation has been going on for over 2 years now. Several people have already been arrested, some considered to be a close aide of the Chief Minister who are in the custody. They are in judicial custody as we speak, and the Enforcement Directorate still maintains, Shivangi, that they have credible evidence against the Chief Minister.
Right, and Shravan, if you could take our viewers through the other details that we have learnt of right now, because 30 hours have passed, and not just that, Shravan, there seems to be some kind of meeting apparently that Hemant Soren has called for his ministers and MLA. So what kind of situation do you see developing there, Shravan?
Well, there is a war of words that are taking place between the Enforcement Director as well as the Jharkhand Chief Minister. As we speak, we are given to understand, in fact, we could also break this, that Section 144 has been imposed outside the residence of the Chief Minister. It does appear that from the inner circle of the Chief Minister that there is a palpable fear right now looming large if punitive action is taken against the Chief Minister, which would essentially mean that he's taken into custody by the Enforcement Directorate. What really happens thereafter? In the past too, there have been multiple reports suggesting the fact that the Jharkhand Chief Minister's wife could actually take over. But having said that, this is all in the realm of speculation at this point in time. Purely speaking from the facts of the case, yes, the Enforcement Directorate maintains that they have credible evidence. In fact, they say they've got mounting evidence against the Chief Minister. The very fact that the Chief Minister has not been cooperating with the agency when multiple summons have been sent out only makes this entire issue far more murkier, and that is the reason why one cannot rule out the possibility of a punitive action being taken by the Enforcement Directorate once the Chief Minister actually appears before the agency.
Right. Shravan, stay on with us. I'll also go across to Piyush, who's joining us right now. Piyush has been tracking developments from ground. Piyush, take us through the latest details that you have learnt of right now, because Republic TV is getting us all the exclusive details. Take us through the latest that we're learning of on the story.
So Shivangi, what I can tell you is that from the comprehensive explanation that was given to you by our senior editor Shravan Sen, and from also the news breaks, that yes, the first and the foremost step which is now going to be taken by Hemant Soren right now would be to conduct a meeting with his MLAs, in which some very important decisions that is going to be taken, probably as far as the latest political dispensation is concerned, because it is important to note that with the mounting pressure on Hemant Soren as far as the central agency's lens on it is concerned, he will now also have to take some very important decisions politically. Now, it is widely speculated that he might present the role of his wife becoming the next Chief Minister, but however, this is all under the realm of speculation, and it will be important to see that from here on, what exactly is the political dispensation, what exactly is the political shape that his party is going to be taking after there is going to be an important meeting which Hemant Soren is going to preside along with his MLAs. The second most important point is going to be the legal step. Now, with mounting evidences, with a large number of evidences that have been collected by Enforcement Directorate against Hemant Soren, which is being probed under several scams. Mind you, he's still not being made as an accused. He's still under a scanner of the several scams in which he's being probed under, but with now a lot of evidences being collected by the Enforcement Directorate, including rupees 36 lakh and 2 luxury vehicles being seized and confiscated over here at National Capital, it is going to be important that all these evidences are going to be presented to him tomorrow when he is going to be presenting himself at the Enforcement Directorate, in which he is going to be questioned on the illegal land mining scam in which he is under scanner. So what exactly is going to be the step that is going to be taken by the Enforcement Directorate? Will there be a punitive action that is going to be taken against Hemant Soren, who has in the past been defied and been defiant and have been evading the questions of enforcement directorate. All is going to be interesting to see. But today, after he has resurfaced after 30 hours of being untraceable, his first major challenge will be to make sure that which step is going to be taken by his party as the pressure mounts on his senior leader, who is also the present Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush is getting the storm updates coming in right now. And Piyush, let's take our viewers through also about what else we have been talking about here when it comes to Hemant Soren and how he has been in the past as well, been really avoiding the questioning. Now, if you could take our viewers through exactly what happened yesterday. Yesterday would be a very important day because the visuals on the screen of our viewers is what was recovered from the house of Soren in Delhi itself. Take us through about all the recoveries which have been made and what allegations are against Hemant Soren as we speak.
So yesterday, Shivangi, what I can tell you is that the developments at the national capital was unprecedented, it was dramatic, and it was definitely quite unusual. As what we saw was that at around 7 a.m. The enforcement directorate officials came over here at the residence of Hemant Soren in Delhi and began trying to probe some important leads and evidences which could help them in getting some important leads as far as the scams in which Hemant Soren is under scanner. Now, as rightly pointed by our senior editor Shravan Sen, that whenever there is a kind of raid and searches that are being conducted by the central agency under PMLA, that is the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, the suspect on which the raid is conducted, he should be present so that his assent should be taken. However, despite several attempts, despite several overtures and trials of making sure that Hemant Soren should be present at the time when the raids were being conducted at his premises in Delhi.
I'm coming back to you right now. Soren is holding a meeting as we speak. Piyush. And what we are learning of right now, Soren's wife is also present at that crucial meeting. Now, there were some rumors going around, Piyush, that his wife might even replace him as the CM. If you could take our viewers through exactly what we are learning of, because this is a very, very important development coming in.
So as I said, Shivangi, this is a very big political development that might occur. Right now, we are seeing that this is under the realm of speculation, that what step is Hemant Soren going to take, taking into consideration that he is under a lot of mounting pressure, and there is a possibility that with now a lot of evidences being collected against him by the central agency, there can be a punitive action that may be taken. So his first major challenge will now be to make sure that his political party and his political career at least is safe and secure, and thereby there is now a lot of speculation that he might put the name of his wife as being the chief minister. Will it happen? Will it not? We will only come to know about it after the meeting with his MLA.
I'll come back to you in just a moment. We're getting those visuals coming in first, exclusive visuals coming in for the meeting just being taking place. I just want to go across to our editor, special projects, Prakash. Prakash, this is the meeting happening, the visuals are happening on our screens, and Hemant's wife is also present. Now the BJP is claiming that Hemant Soren's wife might take over as a Jharkhand chief minister, and this is a very, very important development. If you could take our viewers through exactly what we can expect next.
Well, as a preemptive move, a few months back, Hemant Soren had got his one of his MLAs from the JMM resigned from his assembly constituency, Sarfaraz Ahmad, and he had vacated the Gandhi seat, and it was speculated that Hemant Soren might pitch for his wife Kalpana Soren as the chief ministerial candidate, and thereby a meeting was also held of the Grand Alliance, which include the JMM, Congress, CPI as well as the RJD, in which for any decisions to be taken, any political decision to be taken, Hemant Soren was fully authorized. Now, it was high voltage political drama unfolding in Delhi yesterday after 2 a.m. day before yesterday. Hemant Soren had gone missing from Delhi, and thereby he resurfaces again in Ranchi, as we have been speculating. And here we see the photographs emerging out of the meeting of the MLAs, and he'll be holding official functions as well. Now tomorrow he has to depose before the ED in the land scam case, and he's given a time to the ED in a written letter from the JMM saying that the ED can come to his official residence, the Chief Minister's residence, at 1 p.m. tomorrow, that is the 31st of January. Now we'll have to wait and watch what kind of action the ED as well as ED takes, whether Hemant Soren is taken into custody, and because he is the Chief Minister in office, if he is arrested, it will be the second time that a functioning Chief Minister will be arrested. Earlier in the erstwhile Bihar, when the United Bihar, Jharkhand was also a part of Bihar, Lalu Prasad was arrested when he was the Chief Minister of Bihar, and he had nominated his wife Rabri Devi as the Chief Minister. So it is expected that Kalpana Soren might take over, and unanimously the authority has been given to Hemant Soren to take certain decisions in the event of any political eventuality. Meanwhile, the governor of Jharkhand had summoned the DGP, Chief Secretary, for the asking him the reason for the deteriorating law and order situation in the state, and the governor has been missing, and Hemant Soren has been under constant attack from BJP MPs Nishikant Dubey as well as former Jharkhand Chief Minister Babulal Marangi, who is the BJP President of Jharkhand. So all eyes on Hemant Soren, what kind of political decisions he take in the meeting, because we are told that a meeting has been convened in Ranchi before he attends the official functions pertaining to Mahatma Gandhi as well. So all eyes on Hemant Soren now, what decision he takes, whether he will pitch for his wife or he will remain in office as the Chief Minister and depose before the ED tomorrow at 1 p.m. Back to you.
Right. And Prakash, the meeting which is being held, we have those exclusive visuals. We have the inside visuals right inside the room. Prakash, if you could take our viewers through exactly what we see on the screens right now. These are exclusive visuals our viewers are seeing of the meeting which is taking place. Soren holding meeting with the ministers, MLAs in Ranchi.
Yes, Soren has been in close confabulations with his MLAs. That's what we can see, that he is sitting there with his MLAs holding meetings, and since we've got to know that he arrived in Ranchi late last night through road route, and there was no other option but to escape from Delhi under the surveillance of his own Jharkhand police, so that no action be taken against him. So we'll have to wait and watch what kind of action the ED takes, because the central agency might try to rope in central paramilitary forces for his arrest, because it has happened in the past, because Lalu Yadav, when he was the Chief Minister of United Bihar, he was arrested when United Front government was in power, and Lalu Yadav was a part of that alliance. He was a part of the Janata Dal, which was in power then. So it doesn't mean that Hemant Soren cannot be arrested, and this is pertaining to the land scam case in which he has there was illegal transfer of the proceeds of the crime, in which the government land was sold, the government land belonging to the army was sold, and in which the senior IS officer Chavi Ranjan has also been arrested in this particular case. So has been the premises of DC Sahebganj and DSPs were raided, as well as the press advisor of Hemant Soren was also raided. The premises were raided. So all eyes on the Jharkhand Chief Minister, what kind of political action he takes as of now or by today evening. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Prakash, for getting us all those details coming in. What we see right now are those exclusive images of the meeting which is taking place in Ranchi. Soren holding meeting with the ministers, and at the same time, viewers, we can tell you that Soren has finally reappeared after 30 whole hours, and all eyes on Jharkhand amidst we are seeing heightened tensions as the concerns have been looming over what will happen next, as we see that a huge cash recovery has been made at Soren's residence in Delhi. Not just that, we are seeing that the ED has called in Soren for an alleged land fraud case, and we are seeing multiple back-to-back very fast developments coming in from Jharkhand. Taking a very short break, this is our top story. We'll get you more. Stay tuned. Big conviction. Order in Kerala, BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Former Pakistan PM Imran Khan top aide Shah Mahmood Qureshi get a 10-year jail for exposing official secrets in the cipher case. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. Of the 76th death anniversary, Prime Minister Modi, President Murmu and other top leaders paid floral tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. Ahead of the interim budget 2024, which is scheduled to take place on 1st of Feb, the centre held all-party meet in Delhi. The leaders are highlighting the issues they would want to raise during the parliament sessions. Former Mumbai Mayor Kishori Pednekar has now appeared before the ED today and has been called in for interrogation regarding the COVID body bag scandal. Coming up, viewers, big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leaders court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Last former Pakistan PM Imran Khan, top 8 Shah Mahmood Qureshi get 10-year jail for exposing official secrets in cyber case. Stay tuned.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
After untraceable for over 30 hours, CM Soren reappears in Ranchi, holds crucial JMM meet with his ministers and MLAs. CM Soren's wife Kalpana Soren attends CM MLA's meeting. Speculations rife over big change in leadership. India Alliance loses in first election test. BJP wins 16 seats in Chandigarh mayor polls. Congress President Kharge says upcoming Lok Sabha polls will be India's last if BJP wins the elections. CM Siddaramaiah makes a big statement on flag row, says Godse law followers are disturbing the peace. Big conviction order in Kerala. BJP leader probe. Court grants 15 convicts capital punishment. Former Pakistan PM Imran Khan, top Shah Mahmood Qureshi get a 10-year jail for exposing official secrets in cipher case. viewers, we are live breaking up. Shivangi Shukla getting you the latest. After nearly 30 hours, Jharkhand CM Imran Khan has reappeared. He's holding a meeting with his ministers and MLAs in Ranchi. Soren, who is on the lens in the illegal sand mining scam, was untraceable for 30 hours. Yesterday, ED conducted mega searches at its Delhi residence and made big recoveries. So what we see right now are these developments coming in. Now, what you see on your screens, viewers, are the first visuals of this of Soren on Republic, where he has been seen holding a meeting with the JMM MLAs at his residence as ED heat on him is mounting. And not just that, viewers, many speculations have been sparked off, especially that even his wife is there, and what role would his wife play in the future. So, big update coming on Republic TV, viewers, and not just that, we are getting some more details coming in, where we believe at 4:30 today there could be a press briefing. Soren's party to do a press briefing at 4:30 p.m. today, and we have many reactions as well. Let's go ahead and play out the reactions coming in.
साढ़े 3 करोड़ जनता जो है झारखंड की, वो चिंतित है मुख्यमंत्री जी के लिए कि मुख्यमंत्री कहाँ है। और मुझे लगता है कि पूरे देश भर में वो जो एक सीरियल चलता था लापतागंज, तो हो सकता है कि झारखंड का नाम ही लोग लापतागंज कर दें, लापतागंज का ये लापता मुख्यमंत्री। केवल ईडी के समन, इतना कोई डरपोक कायर हो सकता है? आप सोचे ना, समन पर, अभी तो समन है ना, कोई गिरफ्तारी का वारंट लेके तो कोई पुलिस नहीं ढूंढ रही है, कोई ईडी नहीं ढूंढ रही है, आपसे पूछताछ करना चाहती है। पिछले 40 घंटे से आप लोगों को नहीं नजर आते हैं। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि ये सोरेन परिवार का एक इतिहास है। उनके पिताजी जी अब केंद्रीय मंत्री थे, तो वो भी 21-22 दिन केंद्रीय मंत्री होने के नाते भगोड़ा रहे थे, भागे हुए थे। तो मुझे लगता है कि बेटे भी उन्हीं के नक्शे कदम पर चल रहे हैं।
सर, कल ईडी की जो यहाँ उनके दिल्ली के जो रेसिडेंस था, वहाँ पे काफी देर तक वहाँ पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन चलती रही। अंत में उनकी गाड़ी, काफी कुछ दस्तावेज भी ले गए हैं, और ऑपोजिशन उसी बात पे अड़ा है कि एक तरीके से विछंट है, वेंडेटा है। किस तरीके से देखते हैं?
किस तरह का विछंट है? BMW आप 1.5 करोड़ की जो है किसी दलाल माफिया का लेके घूमते रहो। मुख्यमंत्री का ये काम है कि दलाल के BMW से वो घूमेगा। मुख्यमंत्री का ये काम है कि उसमें कैश रखेगा। मुख्यमंत्री का ये काम है कि आप अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट के जो है बेनामी प्रॉपर्टी के कागजात रखो। और विछंट यदि है तो लालू प्रसाद जी जब जेल गए थे तो उस वक्त तो देवगौड़ा की सरकार थी, वो खुद ही लालू प्रसाद जी के लोग उनमें मंत्री थे। जब मधु कौड़ा जी जेल में गए और जब सिवते रजी के यहाँ गवर्नर के यहाँ आपको ध्यान हो कि रेड पड़ा था, उस वक्त तो मनमोहन सिंह जी की सरकार थी। यदि कनीमोजी और राजा यदि जेल गए तो डीएमके तो सपोर्ट कर रहा था इस सरकार को। आप जब करते हो तो कोई भी छंट नहीं। और आज यदि चोर को जो है हम पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, या जिसने चोरी की है पूछताछ करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो आप कह रहे हो विषंट है। ये कौन सा न्याय है, कौन सा कानून है? तो जानता है, जनता सब समझती है, मोदी जी की सरकार है, ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा। चोरी यदि करोगे तो पूछताछ होगी, चोरी यदि करोगे तो उसका जो है जवाब देना पड़ेगा कि संपत्ति कहां से खरीदी।
हेमंत सोरेन जी जो कि झारखंड के एक मुख्यमंत्री हैं, इसके बावजूद वो ईडी के केसेस के कारण लापता हैं। ईडी उनसे पूछताछ ना कर पाए। जो करोड़ों रुपया उनके घर से मिला, उनके साथी के घर से मिला। जो दिल्ली में BMW गाड़ी मिली, वह भी उनके साथी की है, जिसके घर से पहले करोड़ों रुपया मिल चुका है इनकम टैक्स की रेड्स के अंदर। और ऐसे लोगों की प्राइवेट गाड़ियां हेमंत सोरेन जी के घर में क्या कर रही थी, इसका जवाब वो दे नहीं पा रहे। मुझे लगता है देश के अंदर पहली बार हो रहा है, 2 मुख्यमंत्री इस देश के भगौड़े हुए पड़े हैं। एक अरविंद केजरीवाल जी दिल्ली से और हेमंत सोरेन जी झारखंड से। और हेमंत सोरेन जी ने तो गिनीज वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड में नाम दर्ज करा दिया है। पहले उनके स्वर्गीय पिताजी भी इसी तरह केंद्रीय मंत्री रहते हुए कितने दिन तक भगौड़े रहे थे, और अब एक मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए हेमंत सोरेन जी भी भगौड़े हो चुके हैं, लापता हैं। इसी तरह इंडिया अलायंस को आज जवाब देना चाहिए, क्यों सारे करप्शन वाले, सारे बेईमान 40 चोर आप ही की मंडली में क्यों हैं? जिस तरह से आज हेमंत सोरेन जी लापता हैं, इसी तरह बड़ी जल्दी इंडिया अलायंस भी लापता हो जाएगा। जैसे ये ढूंढने से मिल रहे, इसी तरह इंडिया अलायंस भी एक दिन ढूंढने से नहीं मिलेगा, कांग्रेस भी ढूंढने से नहीं मिलेगी।
तो मुझे लगता है कि वो मुख्यमंत्री को व्यक्तिगत रूप से उनके ऊपर आरोप है, सरकार के ऊपर आरोप नहीं है। ये आरोप कि उन्होंने नामी बेनामी जो संपत्ति अर्जित की है, तो केस तो उनके ऊपर है। उनका चिट्ठी तो कोई किसी ने कोई बता नहीं पाया। मैं कल से लोगों को पूछ रहा हूं कि हेमंत सोरेन ने मेल किया है तो फिर पता चलेगा कि हाँ हेमंत सोरेन कहीं है, लेकिन हेमंत सोरेन ने तो मेल भी शायद नहीं किया है। मेल तो उनके मंत्रिमंडल सचिवालय, यानी एक प्रकार से अफसर लोग उन्हें तथ्यों को छुपाने की कोशिश कर रही है, गलत है, लोकतंत्र के हित में भी नहीं है। और मुझे लगता है कि बड़ा, इसलिए हमने तो कहा कि भाई कि पुलिस महकमा तो कोई उनको खोज नहीं कर पा रही है, जेएमएम के लोग कोई बताने को तैयार नहीं कहाँ है, उन लोगों को भी पता नहीं है, सच तो यही है स्थिति। सर अगर तो फिर ऐसी हालत में मैंने ये कहा है कि भाई अगर कोई भी व्यक्ति मुख्यमंत्री को खोज करके लाएगा तो हमारे ओर से उनको इनाम दी जाएगी।
Cutting across to Prakash, who's joining us live on the broadcast. He has been tracking every single detail on this story. Prakash, firstly to understand from you, what was discussed in this Ranchi meet? How is it connected to the ED heat that Hemant Soren is facing? Will he be in front of the ED officers tomorrow? That 31st January was the date. And what are the political developments in Ranchi at this point?
Well, as far as Hemant Soren deposing before the ED is concerned, his office had written a mail to the Enforcement Directorate that he would be present before the ED at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and the ED officers are most welcome at his CM residence. So most likely he will depose. Now that he has come back to Ranchi from Delhi after 32 hours, he is resurfaced again and he's taken the road route. And of course, there would have been some messenger who would have sent him a message at late in the night that your house is going to be raided, and thereafter the BMW was also raided, and in which 36 lakhs rupees was recovered. So he's the Chief Minister of Jharkhand after all, and he would have got his messengers on board. So now that he is in Ranchi, it's like a thriller, what we see in the Hindi cinemas. So it's high voltage political drama now. Hemant Soren convening a meeting of his MLAs now, and thereafter he's gone for an official function in nearby his residence. As far as the political fallout of this entire event is concerned, in the meeting his wife Kalpana Soren was also present. Couple of months back he had got a decision endorsed for himself that in the event of any political eventuality, Kalpana Soren might take over as the CM of Jharkhand. But as of now, what I feel, he will not take this political move, because till he is the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, there are certain embargoes to arrest a sitting and a Chief Minister in office. The same case had happened with Lalu Yadav when he was the Chief Minister of United Bihar in 1997, when he was charge-seated in the fodder scam. Then the army had to be summoned in Patna, and the central forces had to be summoned in Patna, and thereafter he was arrested despite the fact that it was the United Front government then, of which Lalu Yadav's party was also a part, then Janata Dal. So we expect some high voltage political drama till tomorrow, because I don't expect that Hemant Soren would resign today immediately and anoint his wife Kalpana Soren. That is kept for the aftermath of his arrest, that decision. But till he is the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, there are certain do's and don'ts pertaining to the Chief Minister. They may have to take some arrest warrant from the ED court. ED may approach the ED court, and then they may get a production warrant, and then thereafter they may call for central paramilitary forces and then arrest him, if at all they are keen on arresting him, before interrogating him. So I think that the likely possibility is that the ED might interrogate him tomorrow, and thereafter a decision would be taken. I will keep an eye on the political development, how it unfolds. Back to you.
Alright, Prakash, to stay on with us, Shravan is also joining us from the newsroom. Shravan, is Hemant Soren preempting somewhere that he could well be arrested? What more are you picking up from your sources within the ED, apart from the interrogation that is to happen tomorrow, and as is committed by the CM office, that Hemant Soren would face the ED officials tomorrow? What can possibly be expected, given some reports also coming in of how Hemant Soren is next to meet his father in all likelihood? He will pay tribute to Gandhiji. Is he somewhere preempting that he could be arrested?
one cannot rule out the possibility of a punitive action to be taken against the Jharkhand Chief Minister simply because, one, on the grounds of non-cooperation. Remember, over 10 summons have already been issued to the Chief Minister. He hasn't responded to most of them. In fact, he's made an appearance in the land scam, but not in the case of the mining scam. Having said that, that basically goes against the Chief Minister. Whether at all he gets some sort of a relief from the court, because we're given to understand that Jharkhand Chief Minister, when he was here at the national capital, he did actually have a meeting with a top legal luminary here in Delhi, which essentially indicated that perhaps there was a legal route that he was certainly looking at. But having said that, let's also put the focus on what exactly is he being probed for. It is not just the mining scam which is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate for over 2 years now, where the Jharkhand Chief Minister's name has basically surfaced, because following the arrest of an alleged close aide, Pankaj Mishra, who's already been charge-sheeted by the enforcement in the illegal mining scam, where the allegation was that in Sahibganj district there was rampant mining that was going on. Companies that were actually floated by Pankaj Mishra, considered to be a close aide of Jharkhand Chief Minister. It is through these very companies that the proceeds of crime were being diverted. Having said that, it is Pankaj Mishra, according to the Enforcement Directorate, which allegedly received political patronage from the Jharkhand Chief Minister, and the commission that they were basically getting from this illegal mining, the ultimate beneficiary happened to be the Jharkhand Chief Minister. Apart from that, what we are also picking up is that there are multiple land scams that are now being probed by the Enforcement Directorate, in which the Chief Minister has basically come under the scanner. It turns out that when information came in about this alleged land scam, the Enforcement Directorate had written to the state government, that too under section 66C, and provided the information. Thereafter a FIR was registered, but Jharkhand Chief Minister wasn't named as an accused. It turns out that in the course of the investigation, they basically come across fresh evidence against the Chief Minister. This is exactly why on Monday, roughly around 7 o'clock in the morning, is when the Enforcement Directorate, the unit from here in the national capital, reached at the Jharkhand Chief Minister's residence, when they were actually hoping that the Chief Minister would have been there, because according to the input received by them, the Chief Minister was present at his national capital residence on Sunday evening. It turns out, according to this Enforcement Directorate, that large amount of cash was left behind by the Chief Minister. He left in a jiffy. That's what the Enforcement Directorate is indicating. Roughly about 36 lakh rupees have already been recovered. Apart from that, what we are also picking up is that incriminating documents pertaining to the mining scam as well as land scam have been recovered by the Enforcement Directorate. 2 luxury vehicles have already been recovered by the Enforcement Directorate. Net, it does appear that there is mounting evidence against the Chief Minister. So one cannot rule out at this point in time the possibility of a punitive action. Even there is a possibility that the Enforcement Directorate may not even wait till tomorrow. Having said that, the reason why I'm saying this is because the Enforcement Directorate this morning had already indicated that they were on the lookout for the Chief Minister, because they believe that his statement